Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. We're so glad you're with us. This is the kickoff to our week together, and we're so excited you're with us for the next 3 hours, I hope. We've got an exciting show. It is a lot of brand new, a lot of cool values. I must say, if you are a diamond lover, we got you covered. From bracelets, look at that arm candy. We've got earrings. They're actually second time back, returning favorite. It is something that I know was one of our biggest values ever in diamonds, and we're going to bring them back tonight. And they've only been here over the weekend, not just this past weekend. It was a long time ago. So you might be seeing these for the first time. Our 2-carat diamond earrings that are really a wearable size, about a ½ an inch. As a matter of fact, we have 2 Tanzanites to show you. Well, that's going to be 2 as far as rings go. I have a round that is 3 carats plus. I have a stunning cushion cut as well. The cushion cut is about 4½ carats. So we've got some great blue wings, a beautiful yellow diamond, a gold quartz to start. Designer pieces are here. Conch pearls at some of the best values I've seen there. And then even a whole wheel of diamond beauties that are one of a kind. So we will see those on the way. So here's the deal. If you have any requests, get those in. We'll help you out with those. Oh, there is a new critter piece. I can honestly say a piece that we've not had before, at least to my recollection. We've had a little bit of everything from bees to dragonflies to butterflies to some of the classics, but even some of the more abnormal and unusual. Well, today is our first manta ray, and it is beautiful, really, really distinctive design with all kinds of rare stones together. So if you are loving brooches and you love those collectibles that really pair up unique stones together, we've got one for you. Plus, there's also another piece that is a pendant, maybe my favorite here in new. It's a designer piece, and it's gorgeous, and it's going to have a lot of rare stones together. And if you love blues and greens, get ready for that in a pendant that you can wear 2 ways. So all of that and more. I do have a men's ring. It's a green sapphire. I do have a gigantic Tanzanite earring, a 3-carat diamond, and then, of course, if you like diamond bracelets, this is really the opposite ends of the spectrum. We have a huge diamond tennis bracelet. It's our 5-carat plus, and then we have a bracelet that is really that serpentine look we're seeing everywhere in designer high-end jewelry, but ours is done in nothing but pave, one side to the other. So we do have that. That's going to be about, what is that, about 5½ carats in diamonds on that one. So a lot of great designer pieces in and on the way. We're so excited you're with us. And also Regina, if you're out there, I know she was looking for an unusual request on Sunday. So I said, you know what, I think I have something you might like, Regina. So I brought it out. It's ready to go. I even did a little extra polishing on it for you. So it's all ready for its debut. So getting ready for that. Let's get started with our gold quartz coming up right now. This is a very special piece, and thrilled to have it for you because it's our gold quartz. It's going to be rather affordable. It's item number 112-6106, and that would be a 220 in this gold quartz stone that is so lovely. Of course, a gold quartz, always one of our faves that we like to see, but they're all a little different. So you look for one that typically has maybe a little bit more gold than others. Well, this one really does. A new one for us, and it's all done in the yellow gold. Keep in mind, we have mostly one of a kind, so love to start off the shows reminding everybody how important it is to dial in when you see something you love, not necessarily sit back and wait for the price, because by then some of our veteran shoppers know it's important to get on the line, so it could be gone. So let's make sure you get a great jump start on this one. It's a 13-point diamond weight. It's going to be like chevrons on the side, and then you have all this really beautiful, it's like a leaf-like chevron, carved and cut out through the sides of this. This is what's called a knife edge band when it comes to a point through the middle, and then you've got that fantastic gold quartz with quite a bit of gold, and again, a beautiful backdrop of the quartz. It's 24 karat pure gold encapsulated within this fabulous quartz gem. So really cool piece. If you love yellow golds, it is a great way to go. And obviously you got the choice here. We decided for the yellow gold would be the best option, and you definitely have a great look. You can see how it pairs up and matches back to the fabulous gold you have there in the stone. So we recommend the yellow gold on this one. I'll blow it out very quickly for you, and this is going to be a nice way to start the show. We like to start with something very special and keep that going all night. There it is on the hand, so you can get an idea, and we're going to blow it out quickly. So get ready, because that one's supposed to be, and maybe you've heard, record-breaking. Again, it's like every time I'm with you, we have a new record-breaking gold price. And I'm talking about, when I say we, I'm talking about the world at large. I'm not talking about what we do, because we take it a lot lower. And that's where something just to be mindful of, because as that reaches close to now $3,200 an ounce, it's something that, just mind you, we're doing really special opportunities that don't abide by those new gold prices. So if you were shopping perhaps elsewhere where, you know, again, people are having to adjust their gold pieces, or rather all of their jewelry pricing every single day to make up for the fact that gold is on that rise and on that trajectory, we'll make sure that you know that we are not asking you to do that here, and you will see how, because otherwise that would be easily a $4,000 ring or a $5,000 ring based on the gold alone before you get the VS diamonds and the gold quartz. Well, here we go, ready to show you something fabulous. It is going to be more affordable than $4,000 or $3,000 or $2,000. We're actually making it $9.99 to start us off on a Wednesday here tonight. Glad you're here. And again, we kick off our week. Remember, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, we are with you from 5 to 8 Pacific time. And then, of course, on the weekends, on Saturday and Sunday mornings from 10 to 1 Pacific time, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. that is. So glad you're with us tonight. We're going to give that 30 seconds. Then we've got actually Blue Star Sapphire has been really popular of late, mostly in rings. I've got a necklace today that's really, I can't remember the last time I had a Blue Star Sapphire and a necklace. It's been a minute. So we've got a good one there. Also, we have, oh, that beautiful new pendant. I do have one Brazilian Paraiba in quartz. We saw the debut just about 10 days ago or so. So we're going to bring you one. I have just one here today. So kind of a fun one because we've only been seeing those on the weekends. So nice to see them here on the weeknights for you as well. And thank you so much, everybody, for checking in. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. Hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much. And hi, Stacy. Oh, well, hopefully we've remedied, as we're 6 minutes in, have we remedied the withdrawals, or is it going to take all 3 hours? I know those Monday, Tuesday TVON withdrawals are real now, right? So hopefully you're in the mood to see some beautiful things and do some shopping, and we will make sure the values are here for you so that we can make that really easy. The best and easiest way to buy fine jewelry in the world today is TVON. So that is why we are loading up this show with the most amazing, look at that, that's the Blue Star Sapphire. How about that bail? I mean, I know I should be talking about the Blue Star Sapphire, but wow. That's a cool bail with baguettes in it. Item number 11279990. So again, we'll show you a lot of jewelry tonight. So just again, call in early when you say, well, what happened to that beautiful gold quartz? You can call in and grab it. But here's our 121 in platinum. Now this is a 121 about as prestige as a blue sapphire gets in color. But then you have the extra phenomena of that star. That's it's called an asterism. That's the technical name. Kind of the layman's term is star. Either one is acceptable, but the technical term is asterism. That's the phenomena. And we're so excited to have this one here with that very strong star. Now, if I walk on over, I'm going to hold it with my left hand and walk on over here for you as well so we can block one of the lights, because that's what it's going to typically look like. And guess what? I can eliminate the left side star as well just based on what light I block. So expect it to look more like that when you see it here in person. Like when it arrives and you rip open that box and you're so excited, that's our 121 with 42 points in diamonds. You'll get the rounds surrounding it, but then you get those baguettes in that beautiful fluted bail. I love that. Coming with the chain. We're going to match it up with a platinum box link chain that's a really good heft to it. Platinum is a denser metal, so you get so much of the metal weight with platinum, and that really pays off, especially even in a chain. You see it there, those nice big squared off box links that are put together, and that's going to be an 18-inch but adjustable chain. So it stays as it is in the platinum. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. Boy, that chain is really good. And when I say adjustable, there's going to be, it's going to be 17 and 18. So your two real classic lengths there in chains, but look at how substantial that chain is. Makes sense. It's all carrying a really important piece. And by the way, there's a little sneak peek at those bracelets, a little better look there. If you were intrigued by those bracelets, I got quite the diamond stack going on. That's about what? Maybe about 11, 12 carats in diamonds that I'm sporting, but this one's going to be, oh, this one's easy. This one's really easy. Let me give you a length here of the actual Blue Star Sapphire pendant itself, which is going to be about 5/8 of an inch and really close to 3/4. It's trying to be, and then we'll show it from a distance away. See it over here. It's a great stone for everyday wear too, because obviously a lot of us wear a lot of blues, or, you know, think about the way you dress up your denims, you know, that's a great stone to match up with denim looks as well. But we're going to blow it out, come on close up, and we're going to make this one so easy. It is very affordable, I must say. If you wanted to switch out the chain, I don't know if you would, because it's a very substantial one, but let's say your diamonds by the yard is something you want to pair up with it. You can. You've got a good size bail, so I would not worry, but you're going to get versatility there as well. But let's blow it out from a $29.99. Nothing wrong with that price tag. Whereas again, usually with the Blue Star Sapphires, they are a lighter, dustier color. It is not more desired to get the lighter, dustier color. It's actually quite the opposite. You want the royal blues. I'll make this $999. We'll save you $2 grand grand right now. And that's going to be it. So fantastic way to go. And that would be one only. So loving that one as well. And then of course, remember, you can still get our gold quartz if you'd like to as well for only $9.99. So what are you thinking? Platinum and blue star sapphire? We've got this one gone. Thank you so much. And then here's something you don't see every day. This is a pair of Paraiba earrings, and not just green Paraibas, the actual most desired signature color in this fantastic, look at that, the blue greens, the very, very unique, the very special. We love these so much. And again, this is one that we are a specialist in Paraibas. We bring more than anybody else out there. But to have a match pair of pairs in an earring with the halo, and wait till you see this incredible price tag. Item number is 1126091. Don't forget about the gold quartz. We do have that, although the blue star sapphire in platinum is spoken for. But now we talk about this one, as is in the white. Actually, these are platinum as well. A nice upgrade. 51 points in your pear-shaped Paraibas. I'll tell you, this is a lucky day for a Paraiba collector, because just the idea you can get a pair of earrings for something of less than $10,000 or $20,000 is really remarkable in this stone, because that's just how the stone is. Even, yes, in smaller sizes, you have a stone that is one of the most expensive, one of the most rare in the world. With rarity comes expense. With expense comes rarity. You tend to see them go really coinciding all the way. That's the way it works in the gem and jewelry world. So to have a really, really rare stone like this is, and to blow it out the way I will, because Wednesday, it's the start of our week here. We didn't see you Monday, Tuesday. We don't now. We see you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday mornings, and that's our 5-show format. So we really, really make the shopping worth your while, and every single moment of that shopping has to be incredible. Well, you're getting that opportunity right now. One of the biggest values I've ever seen us do. And the fact is that with that diamond halo 14 points, that's extra, you know, beauty and luxe and all of that. And yet this is going to be, oh yeah, one pair as is. Think about if you're lucky enough to have a blue-green Paraiba. Hopefully over time we've allowed that to happen, and that you've had to get, you know, maybe a chance to get an oval, whether it's an oval, a cushion, a pear shape. It would match if it's that blue-green color, and we're so excited to see them here. But they're actually going to be a lot better than this $49.99 price tag. Now, I will point out the post is at the top point of the pair. So this is what they look like. Remember, I like to show you here just so I can give you an actual measurement, but then I'll show them against the ear. So there you see the post is at the point here. They're going to be about a half an inch, but let's measure them for an exact here. And then you're going to see if you go lengthwise, there you can see they're real close, about 3/8 there, of a 3/8 of an inch top to bottom. And then of course you can always have the option of pointing them up or down, or going diagonal or east-west. So whatever you feel like works best for your earscape, whatever looks good for your fabulous lobe, and whatever you want to do. But this is going to be quite the value, because they are $999. And with that, I do want to show you a brief look at them on here, just so you get an idea of what they do look like from a distance away, so you can get a better measure on that look from a distance. So I'm just, you know, sporting in the top to bottom like that, with that pear shape pointing up. Seems upright to me. So we're making those $999. Wow, that's not something you see every day at all, and we're so proud to bring those here. We'll go back to our wheel, show you again. They stay in the platinum, and those are gone. Yes. Oh, rather, the gold quartz is gone, not the Paraibas yet. So I just saw a hand raised, but it's actually the gold quartz from earlier tonight. So these are luckily still here. Well, good news there. I think 30 seconds will probably do it, Tony. I would be surprised if they even last that long. It's one of our few pairs of earrings here, besides the hoops, which are going to be those 2-carat. Have you seen them? I know some of you own them. I know they were a bestseller here a few months back. I think we need to see this stingray, manta ray. Again, my marine biology knowledge is going to be tested today. And ironically, I have a dear friend who is a marine biologist. And she messaged me today to tell me that she was at the GIA campus in Carlsbad, California, where normally she's hanging out with the big killer whales at SeaWorld. And that's what she does. And so she was in my world today at GIA, and now I'm going to go to her world today, and we're going to show you this incredible style that's actually a brooch slash pin slash pendant. So we're going to show you, and it's got a great little hidden piece. So I'm wild about this one. This one's just beautiful and really unique. So again, this is it. Oh, I only see half of it, and it's looking good. So that's going to be coming up. So thrilled to bring you something new. Call me on the Paraibas. Everything's going here tonight. So that will continue to be the way it's going to go, because, well, have you seen my values? Welcome to Lolo's world, okay? This is, you've heard of, there's been a lot of worlds out there, right? Wayne had a big one, right? Well, this is Lolo's world, and boy, if that wasn't an early 90s reference, I don't know what was. But again, showing my age. Here we go. This is The stingray manta ray, someone will have to clarify for me, but this is just the coolest thing I've ever seen as far as combination of stones, and really, really unique. I love seeing these in real life, and yet this one may even be cooler because of the way the stones are mixed together and the colors that are popping in this amazing brooch pendant combination. You're going, how on earth? Where's that hidden bail? It's actually not. It's a bail that's going to flip up when you desire to use it. So it flips down, it flips up, it basically tucks right in when you're not using it, when you're using the brooch. And when you want to use it as a pendant, do you see what I just did there? That was like magic. 112-8029 is our fabulous, fabulous friend here. That is 18 karat solid gold, 3 carats, 97 of rubies. 397, oh, rather the rubies, the tourmalines, and the emeralds are all going to be together here. So we have a fabulous 397 overall. Yes. Barbara in South Carolina, did she pick up the gold quartz? Did she? Oh, I'm so glad. Barbara in South Carolina, thank you so much. She got her piece from last week, and she loves that. Now she's picked up a gold quartz. By the way, who got the Paraiba earrings? Did anybody get them? Nobody got the Paraiba earrings? Oh, okay. Paraiba earrings are here. Okay, so that's good news. You can still grab those if you want to. Here we go with 8029. 18 karat yellow gold, this will fly. It is so affordable for what this is because we have 397 of round rubies. That would be everything you see there in the middle that are all shared prong design. Then you have the Asher cuts in the tourmalines. Those would be those beautiful, there's a green, but there's a touch of blue. And then there are emeralds that would be in the eyes. Those are the round emerald eyes. So you can see how these tourmalines really are an emerald-like color because they really match. And then you have diamonds burnished and pave together. The diamond weight is 16 points. And this again is a brooch or a pin, whichever way you want to classify it. And then you've got the pendant with the bail. So that bail flips under when you're not using it because obviously, and if you wanted to, like that, you can see when we flip that bail up, you can obviously put your favorite chain with it, and you've got this incredible size and length to the piece. It is just really well made, well designed, beautifully done. The combination of stones is fabulous because the rubies are really a real hot pinky red, and then the tourmalines have that subtle nod, just a little bit of blue-green there. It's 2 inches top to bottom. That's if you include the bail. Again, this does just slip right underneath. So if you show you, look at how that just disappears. Like magic, that bail will actually, there's an indentation. So the bail is going to be comfortably tucking into the middle when it's not in use, and then if you want to use that brooch. So it is totally up to you. I think a lot of people are going to wear it as a pendant, so let me just show it that way here on the neckline as well, so you can see what that 2-inch style is going to represent from just a real life perspective there. But it's a really cool piece. And again, we love to bring you designer and new and fabulous, and that's what Wednesday's all about. So here it is again, close up and personal, and we are about ready to blow this out for a better price than even, I know, $79.99 should be all day long, considering all those really fancy cuts. It is, again, really special to point out that those are actually Asher cuts. They're like little, think about it, square step cuts all the way along that border. So they still had to meticulously cut each and every one of them and set them so that could really be a continuous channel all the way throughout and around. Plus you get the yellow gold. We'll blow it out right now. It's $2,499 for this unique piece. And again, the Paraiba earrings for $9.99 are still here, which is just the most affordable gift of a deal I've ever, had in Paraiba. That's not a stone where I could think of any example that would be $9.99. And speaking of, we've got the Paraiba crystals in the quartz, one piece only. So that will be it there. All right, so let's keep going. $24.99. Just want to bring you yet another fabulous kind of critter-like piece for us that is new and fresh and updated and such a wow. Then we have an incredible black opal. I do have a couple of really good Congos. One's got a little more green-blue, one's a little more blue-green, so they can pass for those really deep, intense Paraibas. But one more, brand new designer style. This one is only a pendant. 2 ways to wear it, however, as far as the orientation. This is my favorite piece of the night, hands down. I'm not one for opals unless they're really, really, really good. Now, this is 112-8039. So again, some fancier designer, newer pieces here, but the textures of the gold, that mattified finish that is then textured to look like leaves. And then the little bit of the mirror polish. This is all done in 18 karat gold. And you've got a fabulous freeform glittering Boulder opal. that is still out of Australia. You get 31 points in emeralds, which would be, well, the big stone you see is the emerald and the 2 rounds. And then actually, did you notice the really fabulous crystal opals that are the rounds that are also bringing a lot of blues and greens? So there's a theme of all those oceanic blues and greens going on throughout. But there are 2 hidden bales. So you've got the opals, you've got the emeralds, which are the bright greens, the 2 karat 64 freeform Boulder opal, and then you do have 31 points in emerald, and we have 9 points in diamonds. Apologies, I do not have a carat weight on those smaller individual opals, the rounds that you see mixed in, but again, the diamond weight is there, and that emerald is lovely. Even just that big emerald cut emerald that is at the one top or left side here as we look at it of the opal. Now, I did want to point out there are 2 bales. Well, there are 4 bales, but 2 sides of bales. So you can wear it with the more narrow point up top or the wider point up top. So that's going to be for you to decide. And this one's incredibly affordable. And don't forget to call us on our little Stingray. He's still available at $24.99. But again, I'm blowing jewelry out. There's a reason we're just going to move quickly through one of a kinds, and there's one way to do that. And that is to really bring these prices down and show the gold world who's boss. And that's what we do here. So again, you're worried about gold elsewhere and what it's doing and what's going on, and it's not showing any signs of stopping or slowing. So this is the time to pick up your gold pieces where they are just so much less. We've got, basically outdated gold pricing, and we love that. It's just under 2 inches in top to bottom length, like our last one. And again, that's one way to wear it. If you just flip it around and you like that wider side up top, it would look like this. So it's really up to you on how you want to wear it. Keep in mind the Boulder opal is all bezel set. I do want to try it on for you as well. Just give you one other look at it here to get an idea of the size as you're wearing it. And again, that's one way, and then I'll flip it around, pop that through with the other bale, and I like it. I don't personally like it that way. Something seems natural about that. More pointed top there, and then gets a little wider through the base. All right, we're gonna go back to it up close and watch what we can do on price tag. Are you thinking about this one, Tim, already? We've got one that is outstanding on all fronts. From the 18 karat gold weight, this should absolutely be $69.99. It will not. We're going to go a lot lower than that. And boy, that opal is really doing what most black opals cannot do. Just a different source, right? The Boulder opals are a little different. They do have, I do want to show you, it's a little bit of a, instead of being a flat cabochon, there's just a little bit of a convex style to the way it is really done. And you know what I'm going to do here? Let's just blow it out. I'll make it $1,999 for one caller. And again, it's a pendant, a designer pendant, no doubt, with all that satin finishing, with the texture. Everything there is done by hand. Everything from the setting of the stones. Well, let's even go further back to that, to the beautiful selection of the stones, to the setting of each stone, to the designer aspects all the way through, and it's under $2,000. I mean, welcome into Wednesday. We got some new here, and we're blowing it out like it's been here 8 years, and that's the beauty of what we've got tonight and every night. So again, get ready, and then we've got one of my biggest Tanzanite values ever, Museum Reserve, big pear-shaped stone in almost 12 carats is gonna be going low here tonight. Can't wait for that. Also have that one Brazilian Paraiba crystal and quartz, one piece only. If you have missed those over our weekend shows, I got you a great chance to pick one up today. We also have one opal out of Australia's black opal lightning ridge. We've got one of those coming up in a ring. But again, the Paraiba earrings are still here. Let me know if you'd like that one at $19.99. We got to keep moving. Here's the big Tanzanite deal. So as we have those brand new designer pieces, we go to a just all out classic here with this pear-shaped stone. And get ready for one of those big values, because not only is this, we're really not going to have many solitaires in Tanzanite. We're going to dress it up with diamonds. But in this case, it's about some of the most important diamonds we've ever set with a Tanzanite, and that is because 2 very large individual heart-shaped stones. And I know they're harder to see from the angle we're at now. But when you actually turn it, and this is how you see it when it's on, you've got them really facing almost up and down, fitting into that band. So you really see, when you're looking at it from this perspective, you see that beautiful heart-shaped design. The item number is 112, or actually 111, 6418. It's going to bring us one of the top quality in the 1180 of this pear-shaped blue wing block D. So very important stone here. It really gives you the 3-stone effect, which makes it very classic, because the stone is what makes the first headline. You see the stone first. It really is that beautiful, breathtaking, bright blue, 11 carats 80. It's prominent, it's sized well, and yet what we're doing is also throwing in really important diamonds at almost 1/4 of a carat each. So heart shapes are rare, we know that. They're VS white diamonds. It stays in the white gold, and yet you have got a mega value coming your way. So please do come on in on the early side for this pear shape. We've got all those diamond bracelets as well if you want to inquire about those. Just something that I know we don't have a ton of white diamond bracelets when we shop together, but we do have a couple good ones today for you to consider. This is our 1180. Keep in mind it is only one, but I love that it's almost like when you're sitting with this piece on the hand, yes, the stone is your front and center kind of wow factor, but then you have the diamonds on the sides. The diamonds are really kind of leveled up, so they do sit at the band level, so they're meant to be seen really from the side of the ring as opposed to up top, because the stone in the center is really where all of the attention turns. Now what we've got is a great value. It's our 11 karat 80. This is going to be one of our best, and I think when it pares down to a per carat level, y'all see what we're doing and you know what's going on, and you can do the basic arithmetic to figure where we are. And the truth is most stones cannot become this low in per carat any longer. What we have is a $14,999 ring that is going to be nowhere near that. Come on in, because this is obviously a one only. I'm going to show it to you on the hand so you can kind of get a gauge for the size. I wouldn't worry about it being too overwhelming. It's certainly a lot of our concerns tend to be, I've heard from a lot of you, as I hear from a lot of you every single day. Never does a day go by that I don't get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of inquiries from, customers like yourselves, whether it's just, compliments on your jewelry, or, questions about do we have something in stock, or whatever it may be, or just really, again, requests that you have or feedback on the jewelry. And a lot of times when these stones get bigger, they tend to sit a little higher off the hand. I do want to show you that is really not an issue of concern with this one, because you see it's got that really low profile basket, and yet there are those really pretty heart shapes where the lobes of the heart reach up and sit next to that Tanzanite. Now the reason it's here 25 minutes into a show when there is only one is because, well, the value is so good. It's for our early birds and you're ready for it. And I know we've got very limited time left to get you any blue wings and to get you any block Ds and to get you any of those Tanzanites that are our private collection. They're exclusive to us. So it's a good time to try one that catches your eye, and make sure that you get it before somebody else does, because instead of even 10,000 or 99 or 89 or 79 or 69, we are truly blowing it out, and we're going to make this one yours for only $4,999. And before you get out the calculator and start doing the calculations, let's remind you that that is $423 a carat. $423. And that's with, we're not considering here that there's a large gold presence, but also, and more importantly, those nearly quarter carat exotic heart shapes. That's what's so important here. So $49.99, one caller takes it. And then Tim, what are you taking over there? Do you have any questions? Now remember, we always have requests welcome, so let me know what you'd like to see. If there's something we can bring out for you, it could be a specific item or just a general request. Always happy, but again, I'm never able to, I can't do the ESP thing, so you got to call. That's why we have a phone number up there. So you can call right in and tell us, because telling us after a show is already over, not going to be very helpful. So just again, do not hesitate to just dial in and say, okay, here's what I'm looking for. Here's what I want to see. Here's what I can't stop thinking about, because you know how urgent it is on those pieces. You can't stop thinking about those, the ones you're always going to love. And don't forget, our two designer pieces are here. So I love to bring the new designer up front, but hey, if you guys aren't into the designer, we have classics as well. Obviously, I make sure that every show that I have with you is all about a lot of variety. You're going to see a little bit of everything. And we do have the return of the 2 carat diamond hoops tonight. It's likely the last time we'll ever see them. I know that it's the last time we'll see them at this price, but it's actually more of a concern of never seeing them again at any price, because the diamonds are, well, every single of the big diamonds have basically been used for this earring. So we'll talk about them in a little bit. 20-point diamonds each. You might want to start doing your research on what 20-point VS round brilliants go for. But look at this new one. Here's another new style. Now we're going to head over to Lightning Ridge, Australia, and show you 1127952, which is our opal. It's an oval opal. It's blues and greens, and it's set at a diagonal, which subtle diagonal here, but just really meant to be that real frame-form kind of look in the designer ring. Plus diamonds, pave all the way around it, giving it a nice feel and a nice little fabulous flavor. And 18 karat gold here. 18 karat white gold. It's got the 9x7. This time we have a millimeter size, not a carat weight. Sometimes opaque stones are measured in millimeter size as opposed to a carat weight, so nothing wrong with that. That's okay, but it's a 9x7, which gives you an idea. Plus the diamond weight is 20 points, and we just have one here, and it's brand new, and it's got a lot of that 18 karat gold as well. So done in the white gold, stays in the white gold. Let's go ahead and blow it out, but first I'll look at it on. Really nice low profile kind of way this one sits, and yet does not matter how bright and how hot these lights are. It is still showing the blues and greens so well, And yet we got to make this one easy. $29.99 will not be. Got a much better value. And this is going to be one of those that our opal lovers will rejoice over. It's got a real nice even mix of the blues and greens. So many times, you know, obviously every pattern in an opal is different, but so many times you're just going to get one little hint of one little fraction of the stone with the greens. For example, blue is more common, and then you see maybe one little speck of green here or there. This is really where the whole stone can kind of overtake blue versus green and green versus blue. So it just works both ways, but it's actually going to be $9.99 instead, just to send that one of a kind out, because again, I got hundreds of one of a kinds to show you, and if you're going to move them all, you got to bring the prices way, way down. So that's the that is the goal, and that is definitely going to be what we're doing here tonight, plus that big 3 carat. This is our most affordable 3 carat diamond we have. And why it's so affordable, I have no idea. Every 3 carat diamond I've had lately, and some have been not great color, I must admit. Some have been a little yellowy green. This is the perfect color you want. Just for anybody who is looking, I need attention on diamond lovers here. If you are one of the many who's been looking for one of our bigger yellow diamonds, here it is. This is the 3 carat 02. Please do not be intimidated by this ring. Not every ring is going to be, you know, a 3 carat diamond today. But this is, I mean, you've seen, look at how affordable we've made everything so far. But this is this massive, perfect color. By the way, this is exactly what you want. This is what you would pick out if you had your choice of 100 different shades of yellow diamonds. You would choose 112, 5688. So just want to let you know, most of the newer 3 carat options you've had of lately have been truly $25,000 to $30,000. And there is nothing wrong with that. I would be considering, we would be destroying the yellow diamond market at that price, at $25,000 to $30,000, which is where all the 3 carats have been of late. This is our 302. It is pristine color. The other ones I'm speaking of that have been the newer ones to our collection, they've been a little off yellow. They've been a little greenish yellow, more like a highlighter, where it's a little more neon. What you're probably looking for, if you really are somebody who really wants quality through and through, is you want something like this, that sunshine color, but bright. So as you look at it here, it's our 302 with 36 points and fancy cuts on the sides. Then you have another beautiful halo, and I'm pointing it out early because this is the best darn value we have on a 3 carat yellow by far, and you're not having to go with a lower example of quality in color. You do not. Plus it's a VS stone, plus it's a 302, plus it's the cushion cut, which is the rectangular cushion, so it's going to have this big, big face to it that's going to look even larger than 302, and I'll prove that to you. But it also has a 36-point fancy cut. Where are they? They're right on the sides. These are actually not trillions. They're actually like a trillion meets kind of a pentagon style, but actually if you look, it's technically going to be, it is a pentagon. It's got 5 sides, but it almost has a trillion meets a half moon because there's that one straight edge, and then it's got those notched corners leading out to a point, and then you have the big round brilliance, 90 points there. So a lot going on for diamond weight. Overall, it would be 428 in diamonds all the way around. And here's what we have, one of the bigger values. And again, get ready for it because it's going to go. No question about that. Go ahead, Jason. What do you need? Is she? I'm glad to hear it. We have a ring that I think she's going to like. She's been asking for something specific. And when I say specific, very specific. And I think we've got something she may like. And it's a discount. But here we go with the 302. So it's coming up next, Regina. And then here we go with the 428. This is just magnificent. The lesser quality stones have been $25,000 to $30,000. As I mentioned, this one is not $25,000, and that's the best part. It did start at $49,999. If you're curious as to where the piece actually started, I think that's always helpful because it's hard to know a piece is on sale unless you see where it began. And that's where it began on our show right here. By the way, that would be about the tax anywhere else you go, because if you are lucky enough to get a yellow diamond that is natural, and that's the big, 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 big thing here. That's the headline. This is not a diamond that was treated to get yellow color. It is not a diamond that is lab grown. Ooh, we don't do that. So again, this is the real deal from the earth. Mother Nature is to be credited with all the beauty of this stone. And then of course, a great lapidary stepped in to give it just a little extra with that incredible facet pattern that you see on this 302. But again, to get that stone all completely set in the two-tone, because there's going to be a little bit of yellow gold around the stone, and then of course the white gold the rest of the way with the diamonds. But this is under 20 grand. So we're taking it below $19,999 even, and this could be the dream ring. And it's a strange concept to think, could I really buy a multi-million-dollar piece of jewelry for a true mere fraction of that by sitting at home and letting the piece come to me? And seeing the dream ring, which by the way, this is the one you received. This is not like one of many. This is not one of 10,000. It's not one of 5, and it's not one of 2. It's actually just one. So that's the real, actual, honest to goodness, exact ring you get. The question we have is, what size do you need? So we can make it the size you need and then get it right out to you. So you're wearing it the moment it arrives. That is one very large ring, and it's not even $19,000. And it's not $18,999 either. So this is our value. I know if you know these diamonds, listen, I'm not here to convince you that this is the biggest value in yellow diamonds. It's obvious if you're out there. We could go, I could literally give, I'll be doing that next month. I just accepted an invitation today to speak on diamonds at the GIA next month. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a very busy month of May, but I will tell you this is one of those pieces that is just so obvious in value. It's $18,888, and we do have a very cool designer ring coming up next. But if that's what you've been waiting for, $428. Overall, you want the bigger yellow. You don't want to compromise one iota. You don't want to give up color, clarity, cutting, size. You want it all. That's our top quality stone right there. And look at that price. I can bring you, I think 4 other pieces, I think it's 4, that are a lower quality in color, and yet they are far more money in the same size. They're either 3 or 301s or 302s, but they have that greenish tint to them. And that is where you're not getting any greens whatsoever in this particular stone. And you see, you know how you prove it? You know, because you're looking at straight up 18 karat yellow gold, even more important, because that 18 karat gold border there might not seem like a big deal until you realize there's a whole different color with 14 karat versus 18 karat. A lot of you know that. 14 karat is about 54% pure gold, whereas 18 karat is 75% pure gold. So 18 karat has a different look to it entirely. 18 karat gold has a rich golden, much more, we call it the buttery color. It looks much more rich and intense. So if that yellow diamond is matching the border of 18 karat gold that's around it, that's what's so important. Remember, that tells you how important that stone is that it's a matching color. So you see it right there. All right, let's get to our designer ring. And for everybody who says, well, you know what, TVON's got stuff I would never imagine seeing in a million years. Here is one of them. And this is really feeling much like, again, a very cool designer made this ring for us, and it's 112-4740, and is still one of the most prominent wider rings in all of our jewelry collection, and it's all done in 18 karat gold. Now, the other day, I had a customer, she was wondering, and wondering aloud on socials, if maybe, why were we seeing so many different critters, but no spiders? Well, I said, I don't have a spider right now, but I do have something close, and it definitely is the webbed look with the diamonds all interspersed throughout. I just think it's a really cool ring, and I got to tell you, nobody would describe me as goth or anything like that, but I got to tell you, I think I love designer jewelry and I love unique, and yet it's a really wide band with 18 karat, and I just think this really feels like that style that's going to be worn middle index ring finger, but going to be complemented a lot. It's so easy to wear, and yet has a style that you're just not going to see everywhere else. 49 points is the diamond weight, and there's also, remember, it's 18 karat gold, and that's where I want to make sure you see the size of this ring, because that's what's oh so important about this one, is look at it. It's huge. It's a huge ring. It's on the hand, because that's probably the best way to see the size, is here. And then you can really see how they mirror finish the outside edges, which I just literally had it repolished about an hour ago. And it's all polished beautifully. And then it's got this cluster of diamonds, but that's not it. It's not one little cluster. They lead out. You see them kind of dispersed throughout this webbing design, and it really is unique and feels amazing on the hand for being such a large ring. And for those of you that go, well, yeah, you probably have a teeny tiny, someone recognized me the other day and go, oh, you're that hand model. It's like, well, yeah, that's part of the job. It's definitely to try on jewelry and be a hand model for you, but hand modeling is probably not the best, course of my career, because I've got a really large hand, and yet you can see here that that is a larger ring. So just at 7/8 of an inch, because typically a hand model would be hard to have a really tiny hand to make the jewelry look bigger. Again, just, that's just not what we're working with. So a really beautiful larger ring, and yet it really shows off all the detail and the different textures, from that little bit of that more spindly effect on the inside to the mirror finish borders and the edges on the outside to the diamonds every which way. That is all here in 18 karat solid gold. And you want to see a piece that's been here a minute and discounted accordingly? It's right now. This used to be $49.99. Now, again, maybe it's a touch of whimsy for you. Maybe it's the piece you're not sure if you're going to be wearing every day. Let me make it affordable enough so you can say, yes, I'm going to try it, and at least just get it home and see if you like it. See if you like it. See if you can see yourself wearing something with a little bit of an edge to it, and make it $999 for an 18 karat gold ring, where gold today, according to my phone about 2 hours ago, hit 31.82, was it, or 31.83? It's about $3,200 an ounce for gold. Yes, another record high. And yet here's an 18 karat gold ring. You saw it, almost an inch in width. And it's 18 karat gold. If that was without any diamonds, that would be an eye-opening value. The fact it has a half carat in diamonds as well with it tells you something really dramatic is happening with that value. So we'll give it 30 seconds, and that's going to be here for one fabulous lucky caller who says, you know what, I think I'm going to give that a try, because that's where, again, value lies. It's a $9.99 deal. So I know it may not be for everybody, but that value is something that makes it a whole lot easier to just say yes and just try it out. So we got a couple Congolese. We got a big Alexandrite here. Get requests in if you have them. My top of the hours, well, we're going to take about 20 minutes. We're going to take a moment and talk top of the hour with those diamond hoops. That is last time on the year at probably ever, because again, I have no more 20-point diamonds to make out of to make the hoops. We do have the large hoops coming. I checked on the status today, so we've got the really, really big hoops, but they're going to be a couple, you know, like $20,000, $30,000 for the big hoops I'm working on for you, because you guys have asked me to make some like I wear. So I'm going to make you some big diamond hoops, but the size that we have is really affordable and really wonderful, so we're going to bring those out. And we also have something else, speaking of earrings, a really pretty Morganite drop that is coming your way. So that is here. Also Morganite and Paraiba. Yes, we do have Paraiba. Paraiba in a green blue in a classic setting style as well, plus large opal in a newer mounting, yellow diamonds. If you want something smaller like a 1 carat, we have you covered. But that's one I'm going to keep. Actually, better yet, let's to be honest with you guys, I mean, there might be some issues. We might have to melt down that gold. I mean, I'm going to make probably 5 rings out of that 18 karat gold band that we just had, and we can, you know, turn that into a lot of different rings for you. So anyway, congrats if you do get it, but you have probably till the end of the night. If that does not go, it's probably going to be melted down, because we could reuse that gold. You know, you can do that with gold. So might be something we're already doing to keep the prices down for you. So for those that are thinking, oh, I read about gold, I heard it on the national news, I know what gold's doing, so no thank you. We'll just watch what we're doing, because we're not adhering. Obviously, you can't make this jewelry for a $3,200 an ounce gold price. So we've got old gold pricing for you, and so you can still have the luxury of gold as it continues to go up and spend still these like really, really kind of different era pricing. So I enjoy that for you, and I hope you do too, because again, it may not be forever, but that's why, again, these diamond hoops coming up in about 19 minutes. These are the 2 carat diamond hoops in the half-inch style. They are still to date the most popular hoop earring we've ever had, and they're incredibly affordable, and they're huge diamonds, and they are so wearable. That's the thing. It's not going to be that big earring that you're only wearing for dressy occasions. You're wearing them every day. This is our last time airing them in about 19 minutes from now. If you've never, we have very different audiences, weekdays versus weekends. So a lot of you have never seen these before. They have very limited quantity. So I'm letting you know in advance. Big diamond hoops are coming up, and I mean big individual sizes of diamonds. But before we do that, I have a really good opal for you. And then, oh, and a Tanzanite that's $440. So if you don't love the big 12 karat we had earlier, we've got a 4 carat 40 coming up. But this is the opal. I wanted to show you a real classic setting in the opal. Here it is. Oh, I wish you could see what I've been seeing with these colors on this opal. 7519 is your number, and that has got a really good display of colors all the way across. But again, even more so in person. Item number is going to be 112-7519. Don't forget, big top of the hour headed your way. The earrings that I really think anybody who has their ears pierced needs to have. That's how I feel so strongly about those earrings, and trust me, you'll not regret it. And for those of you that already have them, I hope that we can hear from some of you to hear what you think and how you like them, because I know I've already heard some amazing, amazing responses from the owners of those hoop earrings with the big, big individual diamonds. So we will see those at the top of the hour. But here we go. This is going to be a very large 301 Lightning Ridge Black Opal. It does have 49 points in diamonds around it. They would be baguettes and rounds, and so we've got a really good look there. A couple of rounds, then some baguettes that flare out. How do they do that? They're tapered, so they start a little more narrow and they get bigger. So it makes this really cool effect on the sides, east and west. And then you got about half carat there in diamonds almost. And we just need one caller on this opal. And again, I know it takes a little leap of faith, because you gotta Again, trust in Lolo here. In Lolo we trust, because again, this is where you don't do this for as many years as I have, nearly every day of your life, and do this for a long, long time without telling it like it is. So that's appreciated, and I hope you appreciate that, because that's really what I believe wholeheartedly in. That's just my journalistic background. I did not go to show hosting school, okay? There is no school, no such thing, right? This is just about a journalist that loves to shop and just gets to do that now for a living for really beautiful things. So just making life a little more fabulous every single day. And if you'd like this one, a $8,999 ring, coming way lower than that. That's what it looks like. We'll make it $2,999. And then we do have a Paraiba coming up for you that is on the affordable side. And then let me know, Tim, what you're taking. That band is just the coolest ring. I love that band. That band is neat. So that band we last had, that big designer style. Don't forget about our yellow diamond that's here as well. All the bracelets I'm wearing, they are available in the show if you have any questions on those. One of our serpentine styles that's got about 5.5 carats in diamonds. And then the tennis bracelet, classic 5.5 carats in diamonds too. So we can get you 2 different looks in big diamond bracelets today. There's even a great kunzite conch pearl is here. Tanzanite drops are here as well. Gentlemen, we've got an unheated green sapphire in an emerald cut. It's a looker. Let me show you this one. That's one of the rare colors. I know Paraiba gets all the love when it comes to rare sapphires, but that is a cool stone, because you know what? I don't think it's just green. I don't see just green at all. I see a really distinctive blue. I see really distinctive gold. And then I see green as well. So I think this may be the coolest gents ring we've ever had, because it's multiple colors in one stone. It's in the emerald cut. What you're actually seeing through it is actually the under gallery. So no inclusions that I could see. I was looking at it because at first glance I thought, wait a minute, are those any kind of little striations in the stone? No, it's not. It's actually going to be the under gallery. So this is a very clean emerald cut. See what that does when you're face up to this. 112-2921. I know there are a lot of gentlemen who shop for jewelry, and the problem is that they kind of have most of what's out there. I would bet that even gentlemen with the most really diverse collections and really big collections of jewelry might not have anything like this. It is sapphire. It's 112-2921. This is a 223. Oh, that means something to me too. That's my magical, important number just for me. And one of the reasons is I've been on channel 223 on DirecTV for all 24 years I've been doing this. How cool is that? So I've always been on channel 223 on direct. So that might not mean anything if you watch on dish or cable or 2 cans and a string, but it does when you are on DirecTV. So 223 is the fabulous carat weight, but it's also got 51 points in diamonds. And these diamonds go in a wide stripe down the sides of the ring as well. We have just the one. I think that's probably the most obvious statement I'll make. And there's a really big unheated, all natural. So it's interesting because the Winzas are something that are, a really big collectible here from our major collectors. We've loved the Winzas where it's really 2 colors split. This is where you don't have to have that real true line of demarcation. You get 3 colors all in one, and you see them all at the same time. So it's happening through the cutting of that stone, and you see it there naturally coming through where, yes, it's maybe green at first glance, but then you see it face up and you see the blues and the goldens all just glowing off those step facets, and then that is your under gallery. You can have any gold you want. So if, let's say, it would be perfect if it was in the yellow, let's do that for you. We can make that happen, no problem. But it's going to be white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, and at a new markdown, a $12,999 piece is no longer. We're going to blow it out right now. One caller takes it. It's a really handsome look. This is I think my favorite. I love that watch-inspired design we do very much, but there's something very handsome about this style. And for me, it's about having diamonds that go all the way down the sides. We get so used to seeing that in our ladies' pieces, and nice to see a little more diamond presence for the gentleman as well. So having those double rows of pave down the sides, really magnificent, isn't it? And it's not even close to $99.99 or $89 or $79, just one like it. It's actually my only gents ring here that is one of our more premier types of looks here for our gentleman styles. This is it for tonight unless you have a request, but I'll make it even better than even 45. And that way we just took half off of that $9,000 price we had, and we can go 45, we could go 4. I could make it $39.99 and really send it out in a hurry, or better yet, even less than that. New reduction in price. Green, by calling it a green, I think is a little bit, I think really, it's definitely under promising and over delivering. That's for sure. And anytime you get a sapphire, if it can deliver multiple colors like this is, that just makes it so much more rare. And it's not even $39.99. One caller takes it in your choice of gold color, so whatever that may be, you decide. But it's actually going to be $3,000. $499 only. So a big, big value on a really cool heavy gents ring with one of our all natural unheated stones. No treatment whatsoever. And most sapphires, like 99% of them, get heating, get all kinds. Sometimes they get even a little more, but heating is very acceptable, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just makes it so much extra rare when you get an all natural unheated stone like that is. So $34.99, and this is again a little treat for the guys out there that want something special and unique. Okay, so I've got to show you, speaking of special and unique, it is definitely the Brazilian Paraiba we've introduced you to lately. Not the little 2-point stones either, not the 1-pointers, the 5-pointers, the the little tiny itty bitties that still go for big money. This is some of, and I don't have exact carat weights, but this is where you get a big presence. Oh yeah, maybe the biggest out of everything we've seen thus far in this collection. It's in a brand new designer mounting, has a little bit of a vintage feel to it. 112-8151 is your item number. I have introduced these. It was officially kicked off last Saturday, not this past, but the one prior to that. So it's only really been here for about 10 days. We've had them only on the weekends here. And it's been Saturday, and then the following weekend I had a few extras. We had a few more that came in, new ones, and they've all been flying because, well, it's one of those really highly collectible stones that also looks beautiful and gives you great durability, so you can wear it all the time and enjoy it. This is actual genuine Brazilian Paraiba crystals. So they're the crystals in their rough form, which is why they have a much bigger presence to them. And they're set, basically, again, through Mother Nature. When I say set, they're within quartz. So it's the same. Think of the concept of gold in our quartz, where the precious metal is in a gem. This is where it's two gems, one within the other. So they were actually found this way. We're kind of keeping it organic in that sense, kind of leaving it with the unique factor here. And you can see this is one where the majority of the quartz is really overtaken by this Brazilian Paraiba crystal. It is 18 karat gold. That is a 97-point stone, which you would never know that based on the size because it's a cabochon, it looks much bigger. But it also has the diamonds down the sides, and that would be 46 points in diamonds. But let me show you the details here, because that little sunburst, starburst design right here on the sides, love it. Then you've got diamonds continuing 3/4 of the way down the sides of the band, and then all the way up top as well and around as a halo. That just keeps on going. If that is not designer, I don't know what is. We might surprise you with this price tag because, well, I'll give you a hint. If you have been with me for all the sellouts of this rare exotic gem, I'll give you a little hint. This is going to be our most affordable we've ever had, ever. From the introduction day, which was only about 10 days ago, to today. This is the most affordable by far. And you're getting more presence of that Brazilian material than most any has given us. And that is because you see that quartz overtaken with those beautiful blue-green colors. It is unmistakable, and yet, isn't it important to think about that was the original find? The Brazilian material, that's why it's named Paraiba after all. It is the fact that that Paraiba is a state in Brazil. That is where the beautiful copper-bearing blue-green tourmalines were first discovered in the late 1980s. And so that's why they named it Paraiba. So that's where that name comes from. This is the original find, which you know usually in faceted material only accounts for little tiny stones. Here's where you get a lot more presence of your gem material, and it's better than even $3,000, $2,000, or even $19.99. Come on in early. We only have one, and this is not a night to forget about all the great values we've had already in hour number one, which is almost done. We've only got a couple of hours left, and we're going to bring you that big top of the hour and our last call on the diamond earrings, the last chance on the big 2-caraters that were one of our best sellers all time here. That goes back nearly a decade, so they must be good. And it's a great value as well, but that value is not going to last. But this one needs to be a value first, so we'll make it even better than 15. Or $14.99, and you've got to see this on because it's so pretty. Remember, that's 18 karat gold once again. Are we going to shy away from high-end metals just because gold is record highs, almost $3,200 an ounce? Absolutely not. At least not for now. I'm bringing you the 18 karat gold. It stays as is in the white gold. We are truly going to blow it out. Call me. This is a mounting you've never seen. It's all custom for that stone. It's not 14. Why this is here, it just simply means I think a lot of people forget that we're here. Because on that, you go 2 days off, and then people go, oh, yeah, I forgot. Wednesday night, TVON's back. So this is where, again, you've got that special moment where you may not have as much early competition until everyone starts coming around going, oh yeah, the light bulb goes off and yep, it's TVON day. So this is your chance to pick it up before anybody else does, because once everyone starts remembering and tuning in, hour 2, hour 3, all these pieces go. We see it every single day. And this is the one to get, and I'll give you another $100 discount. We'll make it $13.99, first caller only. That's it. So it's got to go. It will. And yet, I think there's something very, very special about seeing that much of the stone be that Brazilian Paraiba crystal. Let's even look at it from behind here so you can see a couple of things. You can see that, look at that. Even the glow, how is this even happening? Look at how the sides are actually reflecting. That's because the mirror finishing on the inside is actually reflecting that blue-green color. And you see how the crystal goes all the way through. So where you see it on the top, it goes all the way through the depth of the stone, right to the back. And that is $1,399. That's for one caller. I'm going to wait here until it sells. That's just too good to stay here. It's just way too good to sit here and look that good and be here at that great value. It'd be one thing if it was still $5,000 or $6,000, but it's not. It's way too affordable. And that has been our most affordable option here. So out of all the different various pieces I've had over the last couple of weeks, this is the most affordable. So let's make it yours. $13.99. One caller takes it. And then if you want to go faceted, Paraiba, this is what I have. You can see it's got green and blue. 60-40, green to blue. That is going to be here coming up in a little bit. That's genuine Paraiba. It is a half-carat stone, classic style mounting. That will be here as well, but we are 5 minutes away from our top of the hour. And can't wait to show you our round Tanzanite. If you're needing a Tanzanite, we do have this remarkable 440. Now that color is spot on what you want. This has got some of the most unique cutting as well. So looking forward to that 440. We'll bring that out for you right now. And that'll be on the way. And then let me know if you want our Brazilian Paraiba there in the quartz. That is just such a cool stone. And again, really unique to find a piece set like that. I love those little starbursts on the side. Now here is the stone that's just gonna wow you. Take a look at that. It's a 4-carat 40 cushion cut. It's our blue wing block D, of course. It's 8061. This would be in white, yellow, rose gold, so don't worry about the gold color it's in. Although we love our white gold, looks good in the yellow and the rose as well. Was formerly a $79.99 ring. We have about 5 minutes to our top of the hour. We're going to bring out those earrings, which I know everybody's waiting on. Thank you. Thank you. I know Marsha and Brenda said, I'm just going to get the earrings because I've already thought about them, and if it's last call, I'm getting them. So we already have a couple people that are already getting ready for the big top of the hour special, which are those earrings on the way. We will have them in literally 4.5 minutes. This one's going to go first. So we have a 440 here in the cushion cut. This is that cushion that lately we've been seeing a lot of square cushions. This one's the rectangular version, but it's got some unique cutting. When you look at the center, it does this almost like starburst effect. It almost reminds me of the little side details we saw in that ring just a moment ago, but it's doing within this stone. And then yet it has a little bit of almost a step facet through the middle as well. So exotic cutting on our 440, lots of diamond weight at 101. Amazing piece all the way around because it's got that split shank, a few extra diamonds there throughout the middle. They really amp those up. They got big there. White, yellow, rose gold, and here's what it looks like on the hand. This stone is everything. Had to give that a little admiration here, just putting it on. Now that is a great looking stone. It does. Every time I see it in a different angle, different light, it looks like a different, unique cut. And then you get those diamonds down the sides. What a unique piece and a great way to go. And they really did. They emphasized the corners with a little bit larger diamond weights there at the corner points of the halo. So it's those little details that really make it look so substantial and important. Do you see what I mean? How the diamonds get bigger right here and here and here, 3 across, 3 at the bottom. And you see how they get bigger from the rest of the halo. Same thing happens on the side. So it's those little touches that don't make it look like rinky-dink jewelry that you see everywhere else that, let's face it, if you're not into cutting corners, well, at this point in time, I think most everywhere we're going to be looking, it's going to be a lot of fine jewelry where there's just, it has to be out of necessity, a lot of corners cut. Whether it's, you know, the excess price we see on labor these days. Obviously, we know what gold's doing, diamonds are doing much the same, so you're going to expect to see a lot of higher price tags and a lot of really corners cut when it comes to quality, and we vow never to do that. And again, not a lot of people have control over what they sell because they're getting it from other manufacturers, and usually dozens of them, whereas we are not, and we're very proud of that, is that they are manufactured here, so it's literally made, and it's not for lack of opportunity either, but do you know we reject everybody because at this point, it's the only way to really stay on top of quality. keeping it consistent is a big business model and a big thing, big really, I would say, cornerstone to our philosophy here is keeping consistent quality. Because you've all seen it. I'm sure we're not the only place you've ever shopped. I know that. And do you ever see that where you're shopping the same place, but you see different levels of quality as you shop there over the years, even over the months? And that's something that we're very strict about, and we vow to keep always consistent for you so that you don't have to ever wonder or guess. And that's where, again, we're really proud of that. I'll tell you what I'll do here. It's a $79.99 ring, as I mentioned. We're gonna make it a lot easier. We'll size it for you, get the gold color changed. All that's done in-house and for free for you. So again, there's no extra charge based on what you see. I mean, the red price you see that I'm gonna blow it out for is what you pay, and there's no tax even outside of California. So, I mean, you can't think of a better way to shop, right? And we'll save you a lot of money. Instead of $79.99, get it under $3,000, make it $29.99 before we go to our top of the hour. We're 90 seconds away from that, and we need to hear from you now. And remember, we only have 2 hours left in the show. So again, we're kicking it off with the big top of the hour, which is actually our encore. Let's actually make this better than $29.99. Let's make it a little better for you. It's going to be a lot better. We have 1 minute till the top of the hour, and I'd like to see this one go. So come on in. If you want to be really first, and trust me, this is I always say it, there's nothing that haunts you like the things you don't buy, because when you miss out on these one-of-a-kind opportunities, it can be painful, especially when you know going forward there's not going to be another $440 cushion cut here, especially at this newly reduced price. And it's not going to be even $29 or $28 or $27 or $26. And we're bringing you a lot of diamonds, and big ones at that, all the way through this piece. It's not $28, it's not $27 either, and it's not going to be $26.99. When I say blowout, we mean blowout. Let's get to it, then we're top of the hour is on the way. But this will not be $25.99 or $24.99. Great value. I've been selling enough of the blue wing block Ds for the last 6.5 years. I know a value from a really big value. This would be the latter, and we're going to take it even lower than $24.99. You get it for $23.99. First caller on that one, and what a value when you've got such a specialty cut, a beautiful big diamond weight at 101. That's not normal. And then we've got, of course, our big top of the hour and our earrings coming up for our last call, because I have literally assembled, I mean, this is something we had a wait list for. The day I brought them on the air, which was a Saturday, actually, not a Sunday, they sold out, and we had a lot of people kind of upset. And that was back when we had 2 shows, and boy, the nighttime show, I wasn't here at the time, but oh my gosh, I heard that every call they got for the entire show was for the earrings. And we had to turn every one of them away. True story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, we've been working on it since. We've been trying to compile a few more of the earrings that those of you that were with me on that one Saturday were able to get a hold of. And welcome to the show. Glad you're with us today. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Glad you're here. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have 2 hours left. And we're going to start the hour with something that's going to not take too much time. A lot of you know these earrings. Some of you own them. Yes. Thank you if you already shopped them. I hope you're loving them and enjoying them as much as I know so many people I've heard of personally who took their time out of their busy days to shoot me an email or send me a message through TVON here to say, love those earrings. And a lot of you have asked to come back and get another pair. They have not been able to happen until now. This is, I'm trying to think when it was. It was probably 3 months ago or so. And this was a debut that didn't get a lot of actual promotion. So it kind of, we surprised a little bit with it. And it was something that we'd been working on for some time. But it's this really beautiful concept of, you know, a lot of people think you got to get a big earring to get big diamond weight. And a lot of times you do. And not everybody wears 2-inch hoops or 3-inch hoops or 4-inch hoops. And then there's always the smaller hoops, like the half-inchers that usually have 20 or 30 points in diamonds. So we thought, why does it have to be one or the other? Could we do a really substantial individual diamond and make it a substantial diamond weight, but still in an earring small enough in stature that makes it wearable every single day? And that's exactly what we did. And that is how this beautiful earring was born. So we have a 2-carat total diamond weight. There are very limited now. We had we'd been kind of really saving up the diamonds as we could. We got this incredible value from a diamond wholesaler at the end of 2024. So it was actually something that we'd been working on for some time. They debuted shortly after, and then took the world by storm. We had a literal wait list. We'd never had that before, where we actually took down names and we weren't able to fulfill any of those wait list orders. So we had to cut it off. There was such a response to them on day one, on a Saturday morning. We had to literally stop. We could not even do anything more than take a name and number. And now we get to bring them back finally, but it's very limited. And the fact is, this will probably be the last time we see these earrings. If they were to come back on a different day, they would be an entirely different price. Because again, I don't know if anybody runs businesses or if anyone's been in the business world in any kind of arena or industry before, but typically it goes, if something were to cost you, oh, let's just pick a round number. If it costs you $10,000 to make it and you sell it for $2,000, it's probably not a responsible business practice. It's not going to be the best thing in the world. And that's really the situation we're in going forward. This is not the kind of diamond deal that is readily available. So what we're going to look at are 2 carats total weight in diamonds among just 10 stones per earring pair. So you get 5 diamonds per earring. They are substantially made. Forget about just a little dental floss, flimsy, whimsy gold. We're doing serious, heavy gold weight earrings. I don't mean heavy like, oh, they're so uncomfortable, they're dragging down my ear. No, I test drive everything for you so that there will never be an uncomfortable piece of jewelry here. But they are very, very substantial. You're going to feel them. They have gold that you will never wear through, gold hinges that will never break, a button release that is going to be that insurance that you never have your closure actually change or shift to where it doesn't work. This has really every little bell and whistle you could think of, including the biggest diamonds we've had in earrings, and they're 20 points a piece. That is about the average size of an engagement ring, but you get 10 of them. So all in one earring that I promise you, you're gonna wear. Probably more often than you're not wearing them. So without further ado, let me go ahead and move our Tanzanite aside, and we're gonna bring these out in the white gold. I do have the yellow gold as well, so we've actually got one of each to show you, and they are just about as fabulous as anything in this world that we do. And that's because the huge diamonds you get, the amazing, amazing look in the solid, substantial gold, they look always a little bigger than a ½ an inch, and you'll see that in a moment because of the way they're so wide and they're so thick, and they're done with this great presence through the side. Again, last time we get to see these, I would not imagine we're gonna get 20 pointers, and if I did, am I really going to have any luck bringing them back at $10,000 a pair after you've seen them for less? That's just not really a smart way to spend our airtime. So it's 112-7427, and we've got the 2 carats total weight. So this would be 2 carats among, you see it, 5 and 5. So per pair, you're getting 10 stones. That means they are at least, and by the way, it's all minimum, so we're guaranteeing at least 2 carats and guaranteeing you at least 20 points per stone. You may be getting even more because obviously we are really, really very, very meticulous about matching clarity, matching color, matching the cutting. Obviously, they're all round brilliance. They're really distinctive, brilliant cuts. This is the beauty of it, though. As I show them from a distance away, I want to remind you that they are a ½ an inch, but that's really an inner diameter. Let me show you with the ruler here. So you can see this is the yellow gold here, and I just want to hold them up, and then obviously I'm going to try them on. I even love them. And technically, this is where, again, they're a little bit more, so I'll show you 5/8 is really, we go by inner diameters half, but really I think it's more important to say 5/8 because it is the outer diameter you're getting. So again, inner is half, outer is 5/8. You see it there as far as what you're concerned about, and it's all diamonds as far as the eye can see because we did the 5 so it would round that corner. I got to tell you, I brought you 3 stones later. They were not very popular. And you know why? The 3 stones didn't even really go top to bottom. The 3-stone style was pretty, but they didn't take you to a real hoop look because the diamonds were kind of floating there in the middle of the earring. Reminder, this has that great button closure, so it's really just a release. You only use the button when you're taking them off. When we show it on the side profile here, you're gonna see that they've got this little button in the back. So what this does, and it's very subtle, but this is going to be how you get out of your earring. You have to press that button down and then you can open them up and you can really go ahead and put those on and comfortably. Then to put them on securely, you just literally lock it. You're gonna hear it click close twice and then you're good to go. So it's very easy. It's very, very secure. Obviously the hinge has never been opened before on this one, so it opens much wider. Let me just make sure you saw. I just, literally they've never been opened before because this is a brand new pair, so you can see how it opens very wide if you need it to, like that. You can open it all the way if you want to. You can just kind of open it however much you need to. If that's enough for you and you just put it through your piercing, you're good. If you need to open a little wider because that makes it easier, you can. It's just a resistant hinge, so it's not going to fly open. And then all you do is click it closed. So they're fabulous in every way. They are about, I will just say, 20 pointers downtown today, and this may have changed a little bit from where it used to be because obviously diamonds are always changing, much like gold is, and that's also a lot of gold. I do want to remind our newer jewelry people that this is really, an earring is a lot more complex to make than just, let's say, a ring. A ring is fairly straightforward. You have a band and a couple of stones set in it, and that's that. An earring with a hinge has a lot of moving parts. And I don't mean that just figuratively, literally moving parts, hinges, buttons. There's an interlocking mechanism inside the earring, which is what allows it to click close like it does. And you see how those look, and I would not mind, and I'm going to put another one on because I want you to see them, how they even stack up the ear if you want to get more than one pair or even use them in, let's say, your second piercings. Let's go back to the wheel. I just want you to see that's the yellow gold I'm wearing. What we're going to do is blow them out right now, and I love them in a secondary. I mean, this is really a good style to wear anywhere you want to, and yet paired up with other things as well, they look great. So again, button release closure, 5/8 of an inch top to bottom, huge diamonds. The largest we've done in hoop earrings are right here. This also, I will say, goes really well with the 2-carat 43 or 245 diamond band we did. The 6-stone style that had the really big diamonds in that band, this is the real match to it. Here's what it looks like if you do decide to layer. Why not? Just showing you how a couple looks so you can see them in a primary and a second piercing as well at the same time. So again, if you like that idea of stacking up hoops, you can. It's a great look there. We'll go back to the wheel. We've got the white, the yellow. We've got rose if you need them. We're going to blow them out. Again, this is last time on the air. I don't think we're ever going to be able to make them again. If we were magically able to make them again, expect a much, much, much bigger price tag. And I don't think anybody's going to go for that. Probably not going to see me present them if they're a much higher price tag like they should be. FYI, 10 diamonds in the earrings altogether. The diamonds wholesale individually for big money. It's about $700 per diamond. So if you just compile the diamonds, it's over $7,000 for the diamonds. Then you'd have to have them set in the gold. And not easy to do considering it's that, again, high-end workmanship of an earring. So that's about, if you were making them yourself and you had every connection in the industry, they're going to cost you about $9,000 to make. And that's with gold at $3,200 an ounce and rising. So here's what I'm going to do instead of $8,000, $9,000. Like I said, I would anticipate them being closer to 10 the next time we bring them around, because best I can usually do is wholesale. We're going to make it a lot easier for you right now. The very first callers, and I only have a couple, so operators, if you'll let me know, I know we're busy on the lines. White, yellow, or rose gold, whatever you need. Second time we've brought these to you. First time on a weeknight, already 2 in white gold are gone. I will tell you the white gold is far more popular. I always say if you got white diamonds, you might as well show them off in the white gold like we're doing here. And again, that look of that second earring perched atop, that shows you that direct eye level look. You're seeing the fire, you're seeing the brilliance. I think these are must have because it's an earring. Again, look at them from a distance. They're an earring you wear every day, but they have such a presence about them. You don't have to save that. I don't know how many people are going out and buying 2-inch diamond hoops with this sizable diamond weight because they may not be the ones you're wearing casually or every day or when you're running errands. This is the earring that you put on without fail. I mean, if it's just a day running around town, running basic errands, this is the earring, dare I say it? If you don't even leave the house, I think this is the earring you have on. Because I don't know about you, but I have earrings on 24/7. My earrings do not come off. I sleep in my earrings. I don't care. I just want to have earrings in my ear all the time. I don't feel complete without them. These are comfortable enough to where you can do that. They're sizable enough to where they always give you the wow. Why not wake up in the morning or when you don't even leave? You just catch glimpses of the image in the mirror and you go, oh my gosh, I look fabulous. I got 2-carat huge diamond earrings on my ears and they feel good and they look good and they're always appropriate. And Mom's Day is coming. Mother's Day is coming very quickly. So you know, we're going to see people. We're gathering. It's spring and summer coming up. You got the vacations and all of the reunions and the fabulous parties and get-togethers. You need a great earring. And we're going to make these the most incredible price where I promise you could not make them for this price. They're not they're not even $4,500. And this is why you need to have a pair or 2. How many of you have reached out and said, I got the white, I really think I need to come back in to get the yellow gold? Do it tonight. You got one chance to get them. White gold's been very popular so far. They're not $45 or $39.99. That already tops every single value I can bring you in diamonds. Remember, these are 1/5 of a carat minimum each. 10 times over, lots of gold. It takes a lot of gold to make an earring like this, and it's going to be every single day wearable. And you can just ensure, whether it's a younger gal or it's a more mature lady or whoever it is, this will be worn and beloved forever. This is a classic style. Take another look. They're not going to be $39. $29. This is one of those big values you cannot leave behind, because if you do, I think you're going to be kicking yourself that you didn't get them one day, especially if we bring them back in 6 months at holiday time for 10 grand. I'm going to make them better than even $2,999, and you get a pair and live in them. Huge diamonds make a difference. When they're huge, bright diamonds that are VS, you can't stop staring. This is what everybody's going to be complimenting your earrings. They're not even 25 or 24. And by the way, it should be said, even since these debuted, gold has gone up. Diamonds have gone up. Our price has not, at least not now, not tonight. We're making them $1,999, and it's a must-have. Take it from me, who wears a lot of jewelry every day. I'm just like you are. I just love jewelry. I'm a girl who loves jewelry, but I also love a value, and I want to have quality. I can't justify spending any money on something that's not high quality at this point. I want to have quality day after day, especially in the classics. I think that is where it becomes more vital than ever, is to have that quality, is with classic styles like a hoop earring, and they are $19.99. Who else got a pair? Because I know that we've got a lot of you have been waiting for these to return. They're here, they're back, and $19.99, and we got 60 seconds, because when they're sold out, we have to wait for them to come back at a much higher price tag. So I would say get them now before they're completely gone, and then I think we're going to have to do some auctions here, and that's going to be exciting and fun. Make sure we get some jewelry out the door as well. So you let me know if you'd like a pair of these. $19.99 only. And Tim, what color are you getting over there? I didn't hear from you yet. You are getting a white gold. You're going to join in the rest of the crowd here. Everybody, I've heard nothing but white gold going out so far. That is a true statement. So again, all you got to do is dial in, get your favorite pair, white, yellow, rose. We do have the rose gold. If you're trying to get, a lot of you started with 2 gold colors and want to come back now for the 3rd. That's not a bad idea either, but at $19.99. Please don't wait, and please don't wait for them to come back at a much later date when you're already missing out on your time wearing them, right? That's the first thing I think about as well. If you wait till November or December to buy them, not only are you spending more money, but that's a whole almost year of not wearing them, and not wearing and enjoying them, and not looking fabulous every single day. From just, I'm just going to, head out and run some basic errands, to I really want to just go have a nice casual lunch, but I still want to look great. I never want to look like I'm trying too hard, but I really want something that is enduring and timeless, and really just, again, about quality, because quality shows. Quality shows up. Quality is recognizable even by those who don't know jewelry well. Quality is something we can all see and we can all detect. So $19.99, another pair of white gold. It's clean sweep in the place. We got white gold, and don't forget, I'm wearing the yellow gold, so if you want to see those, there's really not a lot of visual difference, especially when you see them on. Obviously, we're really up close and personal here, but I do want to show you again. I'm wearing 2 of the yellow gold, and you really don't see a lot of the gold. So again, I'm wearing yellow gold with it, behind it, and you really see that. This is about the diamonds taking center stage. The diamonds go from one top, and I don't have the best looking piercing here, so my apologies. But look at that beautiful look you're getting, where it really looks like they're even going around the back, because they really make that arc, and they really do transition from the very, very top all the way to the base of the earring. Again, I brought you a 3-stone style to give you a little more affordability, and you guys also know we want the 5-stone. We want to see those diamonds really up front, top to bottom, all the way through, and that's what the 5-stone style with the 2 carats gives you. So $19.99, last call. Let's go back to the wheel again. That's the yellow gold I'm wearing. So it's not like something that you're going to see a lot of the gold presence. I just want you to have the matching, because from the side you would. If you were seeing a total side profile view, you would see more of that gold, because again, look how substantial these are. They're built well. They're made well. And they've got that little button release, and that's so critical. And you can see even the baskets. Normally baskets are open, they're airy, they're tinny, they're kind of open. Not here. We wanted to give you that gleam and that shine of that gold, so you're getting even the baskets all solid. And they're all done in 14 karat gold, which is at its highest level and just building. So let's keep moving. We got a lot to do tonight. I'm glad you're with us. Let us know if you have any requests and anything you want to see from the first hour. We can help you out and let you know if that's still here. But there's been a lot of great jewelry so far tonight. I hope you can stay with us for the next hour 45 that we have left. And another pair, Tim? Are you going to keep the streak going? White gold over there. What about you? Do we have another pair going out in white gold? We got another pair. It's literally It is, we're an 0 for on the yellow. And another white gold. All right, so white gold is definitely the more popular tonight, always has been, always will be, but our last call at $19.99. All right, 60 seconds, then we got to move. And going for the complete 100% sellout. Again, the golds are not set up yet. We have the amount of diamonds we have to make how many earrings, right? We have the, obviously it takes 10 stones per earring pair. So we don't usually go ahead and just set them and limit ourselves that way. We want to hear from you. On any given night, you never know what's going to be more popular or if it's going to be a split down the middle. So we have not set the stones, but the stones are set aside, but they're not set into the metal yet. So again, give us a couple days. We'll have them right out to you then. And then look what's coming up. That's a beautiful stone coming your way. We got some really good Congolese stones. We got Alexandrite brought down in price. Anything you'd like to ask for a request, well, it would be a really good time to do that too. So let us know how we can help you out. And again, this is your last call. The next time they're here, if at all, because again, we'd have to get access to the 20 pointers in the VS, but that value that we secured at the end of last year is probably never going to come again. So that's why you want to take advantage of this value now. It's funny, I was looking at rings today that are new, and we have some big diamond rings. And big diamond rings right now, I'm talking about little stones, but making a big carat weight, we don't have them for $1,000 a carat anymore. And that's with all 1 pointers or 2 pointers, where 1 carat in diamonds is now over $2,000. So for everybody's going, yeah, that seems normal. Remember, it's only 10 diamonds. They're 20 points a piece minimum. That's the difference maker, because when I have these new designs come through, they're like, you'll see a carat in diamonds, it's 2,000. You'll see 2 carats in diamonds, it's 4,000. So diamonds are more like 2,000 a carat, and that's in Melly. Well, we know that the bigger the diamonds get, the more money they become. So that's what makes this so unique. All right, let's move on. I've got Morganite earrings, actually. Drops, I think you're gonna like these. I'm always a fan of Morganites as an earring because I think that it's not necessarily something you have to worry about. Do I have that exact color on? I think it's just one of those colors that really works well with so many of our different looks and wardrobe ideas. And so you can wear it with a lot of other things. It doesn't have to be, I'm wearing that exact color of fingerprint. No, it can be a little bit like just, oh, this is a good looking color on everybody. So that's kind of the unique part about Morganite. I find when they're really good quality like these are, where they almost look more like pink diamonds, don't they? And thank you. Here's what we're going to do. I've got the other pair, which I'm just cleaning up. You're giving a little polish. Amazing how you don't see those fingerprints. They're undetectable until you get them under the spotlights here and under magnification. So 112-7349 is your number, and keep calling on the hoops, because I know we have you, some of you waiting by, standing by, waiting to say, I don't know what, waiting for the right opportunity. Now is the right opportunity because we have literally 2 pairs left that we can make overall in those hoop earrings. So you've got literally 2, and we may have another one gone actually. So there's not much time left on those hoop earrings if you do want a pair without spending much more in money. And that's a big if they ever come back, there'll be a lot bigger price tag. Don't wait. We can just get them to you right now and you can start enjoying. But here we go with something really important in a 220. We're going into the exotic world of colored gems now with 220 in the Morganite. Also, you get the 12 points in the diamonds as well. So that looks great, don't you think? 12 points in diamonds. They're in that little, it's a diamond-like shape. So diamonds in a diamond shape. And 4 of them together, making that design. Now you get a choice here. It doesn't have to be rose gold. So if you're not a rose gold fanatic, you can get the white or the yellow. I really recommend the white or the rose. I think those are the best options here for the Morganite lovers, but it is gonna be a fabulous value. And that's 220 with 12 points in diamonds. And what do you say? We got a lever back style, so they're really secure. Obviously still a lot of workmanship because they're a hinge and everything, but you've got a really good look. And you know what? Very diamond-like, very pink diamond. Almost, can you imagine if there was a pinky peach diamond? That's the kind of look you're getting. And yet with that fabulous idea of Morganite that is acting as a neutral. It's like a different than a diamond neutral. A lot of people think diamonds are neutrals. I completely agree. I don't think there's anything more neutral in the gem world than diamonds. Morganite's a good second place if you're going with exotic colored gems that still have rarity to them. And this is going to be, let's try this. I love this price tag, but $12.99 seems a little steep for our Wednesday so far. I just am feeling you guys want a little extra value. Now, Jason, did you get another pair of hoops? Good. We got requests coming in as well. We'll take them. And if you have any questions about anything you've seen in hour number 1, That's going to be important to get those into. 1.25 inches top to bottom. I'll try one on so you can see the movement they have. We just had a great stud. This is a little bit more of a drop. Obviously some movement because every section, there are 3, the lever back up top, the diamonds in the middle, and then the beautiful pear shape of the Morganite. So every single one is hinged in between, so they have a lot of freedom of movement. They have a lot of articulation done. They're not even $9.99. Oh, now we're talking. We're getting the values cooking tonight, and that's, I just left one of the hoops in just for sake of time here, but that's what the Morganite looks like on its own. So you see the movement it has even when I'm relatively still. You see the great sway of movement, the drop they have hitting right below the jawline there, and they are not even $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.77. That's a neutral. Goes with everything. Are we still thinking Mother's Day? Why not? This is when you want to get your Mother's Day taken care of. And if you have a mom like mine or want to honor all the moms in your life that love jewelry, here's your chance because they never celebrate themselves like they should. I'm talking to all you moms out there. You guys never celebrate yourselves like you should. So this is the time to do it. Treat yourself a little special. Tell the kids, I got my Mother's Day gift. I'm good. But this is not even $6.99 for the pair. Let's go back to the wheel. Again, hoops are still going out. And at last check, we had 2 pairs of what we could do. So it's not going to be long for the world. And then we're all going to be kicking ourselves that we missed out on the hoops. I already know I'm not getting my pair that I need. So here's what we'll do. Better than $6.99. Here comes the value on these really stunning, stunning stones. And there's just nothing quite like a Morganite. Besides pink diamonds, there's nothing quite like it. And this really gives you that look, such elegance, but movement, diamonds. I'll make them $599 a pair while they last. And that's going to be it. Yes. And we have, I think, 1 pair left now on the hoops, though. I just got an update. 1 pair remaining that we can offer you on the $19.99 hoop earrings. So please do not wait on those. I know we got to be strict on that quantity because otherwise we're paying 4, 5, 6 times what we did on those diamonds. So this is your chance to go ahead and take advantage of those while you can. Make sure you do. Get those hoops before they're completely gone. Take a look at what we have here at $5.99. Morganites are already popular. Have a couple pairs to go around here as well. Luckily on our earrings, we got a little bit of quantity, and that is awfully nice. I have a whole wheel of diamond rings that are all one of a kind. They're going to be coming up, and they're for my yellow gold lovers. Diamonds in yellow gold all coming up on the way, but $5.99, 60 seconds on those drops. Thank you so much for being with us as we approach the halfway mark of our Wednesday, and we look forward to showing you a lot of great jewelry tonight. We even have a diamonds by the yard opportunity that is quite affordable because you know I can't have a show without a diamonds by the yard. What is going on though? This one is way too affordable. Okay, we got a big value on a diamonds by the yard. The Paraiba is still to come. And then we do have a Tanzanite, a yellow diamond, a gorgeous opal. We got some clearance museum pieces as well. What a night to be with us. And then we'll see you tomorrow night and Friday night as well. Tim, are you taking that last pair of hoops? Okay. What's that? Oh, you got Morganites too. Okay, good. So just want to keep everybody updated on the hoops because I have a feeling we're going to be calling those sold out momentarily. And then here we go. Big diamond wheel coming up. All yellow gold and diamonds together. So looking forward to these, including one that's got a really unique style of workmanship and engineering to it. So we'll do that too. All right, coming up, we are done with our earring segment of the show. I think that's it for earrings for the entire night, unless you want to see the big, big Tanzanites. I got some emerald cuts that are about 17.5 carats in size. But let's show you what we have here, starting with, this is always one of my favorites, is like a pinky ring, thumb ring, really good designer style. Then we have something new. Oh yeah, 4 big round brilliants together, looking like one, and then gives you a little bit of a squared off floral. I mean, so far, and we seeing the theme here, it's about big diamonds. It's about big diamonds individually, and then this one, always tough to show. This one's almost impossible. I may just scrap it because you guys are going, it looks broken. It's not. It's just, it's when it sits down, meaning it's meant to go on your hand. And so when it sits on the wheel, you can't see the diamond. And the diamond, you can only see from when it's upright. So when it's on the hand, it looks fabulous. So I'm just going to skip that one because I know it's really impossible to really see the engineering that's going on. So I'm just going to give you 3 options here. And we're going to go white diamonds, and then we have the yellow diamond piece over here with white diamonds. So you get a little variety. And better yet, we might just stack them like so. I might just do a little musical rings. Y'all remember that musical chairs we used to play as kids? Perhaps where we just go and we all have to, when the music plays, and of course we're not fancy enough to have music, okay, because we don't need to, you know, get all, if you get all fancy like that, we got to charge more for the jewelry. So we kind of keep it a little bit on the down low as far as, you know, fancy effects, but look at how beautiful that is. You've got 3 different options. We go white, white, yellow, white together. You've got all one of a kinds here. When they're gone, they're gone. We got a new discount for you as well. And this will be a quick and easy way to get some diamonds and some real classic wearables, but I love that some of them are just a little bit more unusual. Different types of styles and looks than we typically see out there. Love the idea that you're getting 18 karat gold on the left side and the right side. The one in the middle, that's going to be 14 karat. So it's a bookended by 18 karat gold idea here. You got 18 karat on the left, 14 karat in the middle, 18 karat on the right. They stay as they are in the yellow gold. We have, here are your diamond weights. I want to walk you through those. 68 points here among the 4 big ones, and then a couple on each side, 3 on each side, smaller, so 10 total. And then we've got the pear shapes, which actually team up 4 pear shapes together. It's 44 points, so on average 11. And then you've got here the big marquise cut. The marquise is a 39 pointer on its own in the yellow diamond, and then 19 points in the white diamonds. And that will be all the same price, and they're going under $2,000 tonight. Great way to shop a diamond ring that has a little personality to it, don't we think? A beautiful way to get looks that are still classic because you can wear diamonds every day, but really unique styles. Love that all of them could be really worn as, you know, anywhere on the hand. I would say this one especially, because of the way it doesn't actually meet in the middle, it's still going to be true to size. You get your size, it's going to fit like any other ring will, but it gives you such a fresh look in that it's almost a bypass with the pear shapes, and yet all bigger stones, yet none of the rings are going to be $19.99. I think $14.99 seems like the giveaway, and yet I think we have to admire that what we're doing to eliminate pricing and the way we're discounting everything, I think really needs to be something we look at as important when you've got gold doing what it's doing, because obviously nobody's discounting right now. There are a lot of, please feel free to even just, if you've got, you know, friends in the business, if you know the stores and boutiques you've been shopping with for a while, you may want to just even check out the pricing they have. Give them a call on the phone and see, because they'll freely admit, I mean, a lot of people have to, right, that the prices are changing because obviously you've got to account for the gold increases. We don't do that here. We're literally going the opposite direction. So for everybody who, because a lot of people have contacted me, they say, I'm giving up on gold. I'm giving up. I'm going to go sterling silver. I'm going to go plating because I'm getting priced out of gold. You aren't if you're shopping with us, and we can prove to you because I'm taking all of our great TVON values that we've had for years and discounting them down. And you're seeing that right here and now, and it's not going to be $9.99 per ring. We're going even lower. We'll make them only, you know what, I'm going to make them, I was thinking $9.99. Let's give you an extra discount. $9.49. Any one you want. And they're all one of a kinds. When they're gone, they're gone. Can't do anything about them to bring them back. And now we've got the additional discount at $949. And Connie, I just heard you want to see that Pave Diamond ID bracelet. I still have it to show you. Obviously, these are custom made, so we can still make it for you. So we'll show you that one coming up. Thank you, Connie. That's one piece that I know I had a lot of say in helping design. I wanted to make something special for you, so we do have that coming up. And if anybody else needs the Diamond ID bracelet, this would be a great Mother's Day gift. So we'll bring that out coming up next. More diamonds on the way. And I just think with the diamond hoops we had, then we got you covered on the rings, then you could get the personalized and customized bracelet we have next, and think about how you could be all set in gold and diamonds right here and now. Now here's what this one looks like on the hand. That quadrant of 4 round brilliants together, set up in almost a square-like shape. Now look at that, that's a nice big size. This one, I just can't help myself. I love it as a thumb ring. I think that looks really chic to have that as a thumb or a pinky ring. You see that you can point it up or down on the hand, and then we have this larger presence of a yellow with the white diamonds as well. What do you think? That's a lot of gold going on in that ring. $949, $949, and then $949. You take your choice of, select your favorite there of the 3, and then we'll be on our way. Connie says, I want to see that custom-made ID bracelet, so we're going to show you that. It's just kind of a nod to the ID bracelet style, but we're going to bring you all the fine jewelry quality details and also a really, really special price tag. So that's going to be coming up, and it's all custom for you. And another one of those great ideas for Mother's Day up and coming, because here we are in April. It's our first gathering in this month of April. We were not with you for April Fools. So again, we got to be here today for our first day and our first show of April, because first show, I get it, yesterday was April 1st, but you know, it's our first show together. So we get to celebrate Diamond Month. That's a big reason why there's so many great diamonds here, and yet we've got our ID bracelet coming up next. Okay, so any of those diamond rings, $949 a piece. Let me know which one you like. Now, I'm going to start by showing you what I think is the cooler part. And it's rare for me to call a plain gold aspect of a piece the cooler part than diamonds, because I think a lot of us love and admire diamonds. But let me start the bracelet like this. Yes. The marquise is gone. Thank you so much. That was item number 112, 7153. The marquise is gone. We still have 2 left, the pear shape, series of pear shapes, or the quadrant you saw on the left side of your screen. Okay, so here we are. This is item number 112, 7687. Now that is the back side of your bracelet. I have a couple of different ways you can make this custom, up to 8 different characters with our ID bracelet style, and that speaks to, again, the idea is that the customization is on the inside and the diamonds are on the outside. Take a look at this. Yes, go ahead, Tim. Pear shape, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1 left on that last wheel, by the way, so thank you, thank you. Your number was 7814, and now here we are. So Connie asked for it, but again, this is custom made, so you do not have to be a requester to take advantage of this. So please be aware of that. I do want to show you 2 different gold colors, and front and back. Basically, you're seeing the front and the back. This is an 18 karat gold entirely bracelet. So that's the first thing. Bracelets require a lot of gold. So to do that in an upgrade like 18 karat, that's extra special. Then you've got 86 points in diamonds right across the front. It's slightly curved, as I think you can see there, so that it's going to sit face up. So the idea isn't to flip it. The idea is to have the diamonds up top, but as most of our jewelry is, when customizations are done or engravings done, usually it is on the inside. So you see it, and your gift recipient perhaps sees it as they're what? As they're putting it on every day. You have a message. It could be, by the way, it doesn't need to be a name. I'll show you the monogram. We have 3 letters as a monogram inside the white gold. It could be a small phrase, a pet name, a date. We're doing numbers, letters, and symbols. Symbols like heart shape, cross, plus sign. If you want to do 2 sets of initials, let's say a husband and a wife, a significant other, whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want. So within up to 8 spaces. So again, if you're using 7 letters, you get 1 space. That's what my name showed off. The reason we did Lauren B is because I have 6 letters in my first name and a last initial, and that made 8. So that gives you an idea. If you utilize all 8 spaces, it's going to look like that yellow gold in the back that you see because we've used 8 spaces. So that's the reason that's why. It's up to, you don't need to fill in all 8 spaces. Here's what the inside of the white gold looks like. It's more of a 3-letter monogram. So you can do something like that if you wish, which you see there, J and C and Y. So you can really have some fun with it, get creative. If you're not sure what customization you want, that's something you can pick up the order and do that now, and then we can, you can contact us later when you're sure and when you know. But this is an 18 karat gold paperclip link that's made in Italy. And then what we do is we make, because we kind of felt like let's just all combine our talents. Let's take what the Italians do so well, which is they do gold links better than anybody, and especially in 18K. So we loved that idea. The fact that you could do something like, again, utilize, then let me show you from a distance what this looks like so you can see here what this is all about, because I wanted to show you, and there's the back. So you can see here what that paperclip link is all about, and then of course your diamonds right up front. So you can see it's a longer, that's kind of the paperclip, and it's more like an oval-like link, and then it's more, again, larger flattened surface, so you get a lot of shine, you get the diamonds, and then of course the engraving on the inside. You don't have to get it engraved, by the way, if you don't want to. If that feels a little too personal, or you just want to, if you're getting it for yourself and you don't need any extra additional, this is what it looks like on. Of course, I've just stacked it with a few other bracelets, a tennis bracelet and a serpentine style, and you can wear it solo, do whatever you wish, but that's how it looks stacked and layered up for you, so you can have some fun with it. And again, when you have adjustability up to 8 inches, because you might want to use, again, it does have this little extender. It does have the little heart-shaped charm, which is where your hallmark will be. So you can go from 7 to 8 and anywhere in between. And you know what? You can even use the paperclip links as links as well, so you can go shorter. So for those of you that are always complaining that we never have 4-inch bracelets, well, we have them here. So if you're doing this for the little babies, if you want to get it for, the younger gals, if you want to get it for the younger, just who have teeny tiny wrists, or if you just have, I've heard from some of you, you're like, I have like a 5-inch wrist. Okay, you can make it shorter as well. And then you could always have a jeweler clip off the extra links if it was a little too much extension there for you. But here we are. looking at a great value that has not changed since gold's been going up. So that's another great thing too. We're still giving you that 18 karat you love, still giving you that very impressive gold weight. And yet this, what should be $39.99, is a lot better. And again, so many details we love. We make the plaque in the middle with the diamond pave because really VS diamonds are our expertise. We do the engraving. We have the clip. That paper clip link chain is actually flown in from Italy, made in Italy in 18 karat. We combine them all together. So it's all custom made, and it's great for Mother's Day or any occasion, graduations, a birthday. Maybe you want to put a little cute, you know, I love the idea of pet names, something that means something only to you. I mean, so basic to say Lauren B, but you know, I think a lot of us could think of more creative things to do as well. So again, dates, names, whatever it could be, initials, plus symbol, heart-shaped symbol, cross symbol, whatever you need. We're going to do this for only $14.99 for the bracelet. So a huge value. It is, again, not changed at all since gold's been on its own rampage. You're getting this discount and you get all the customization for free. So again, you're getting a rate. We don't charge for that. That's not something that you're paying extra for. That's the price of the bracelet with your 86-point diamond weight. The engraving, the customization, all of that you would pay so dearly for elsewhere in the world of jewelry, you're not paying any extra for here. That is a courtesy that we're doing for you. That is really something we want more custom jewelry. We know the popularity of the signet style. We want to bring you pieces that when we can and when it makes sense to do those really customized details that really make jewelry special and that make jewelry meaningful and that make for a wonderful opportunity to get something unique and special for you or your gift recipients. Again, Mother's Day graduations, anything could say, it could say good luck, right? If you're giving it to, you know, the gal that's graduating and she's really, you know, she's worked her you know what off and she's graduating with that degree and she's entering the workforce in her dream job. And that's that reminder. It just is such a beautiful way that whatever the occasion is for anybody, I think it really makes sense and is a great idea. So Connie, thank you for that request. And if anybody else would like one, you may get one at $14.99 in white, yellow, or rose. Remember, we did upgrade to 18 karat. And you can really get creative with your 8 spaces. I think gives you a lot of freedom and flexibility to really make it your own and do something very unique. All right, we're going to get into Paraiba. And then we've got a round Tanzanite coming up at the top of the hour. A beautiful round. Haven't even previewed it yet. That'll be on the way. And emerald cut Tanzanites are here. I have to show you Paraiba. We don't get this opportunity very often to show you amazing Paraiba tourmaline that is also going to be classic and easy to wear. And I'm going to try my darndest to make it affordable as well. Item number here is 112-6714. And welcome into Wednesday. We got about an hour and 20 minutes remaining tonight. So just like Connie did with the ID bracelet, give us requests if you have them. And we will be so happy to help you out and bring you whatever it is you are looking to see on the airwaves tonight. But here we are with a very special Paraiba, 50-point Paraiba. It's a green blue, but it's actually about 60% green and 40% blue. So it is not a Congolese tourmaline that just looks like a Paraiba. It's an actual Paraiba. There's a copper content to that stone. It's copper and manganese. And they can be different varieties of blue and green together. They can be just green, just blue. This is not a just green stone. When they look more like peridos. This still has that secondary blue element to it, which I think you can see very well. And here's what we have, a 50-pointer. There's also 52 points in diamonds around it. And this has a solid band, which we could have gone on the little bit skimpier side on the band, but then it is Paraiba. It's one of the most rare and exotic stones in the world. So that would be actually a little bit, almost like in the jewelry world, a little sacrilegious to do. Just make it the right way. That's always our belief system. Again, we're not going to cut corners. I don't care how expensive. Gold could be $8 million an ounce. I don't care. We're not going to cut corners. We're just not. It's not in our nature. It's not what we do. It's not what we believe in. So we have to find a way, no matter what, to bring you a value. And I never, ever, ever, because if we lose on quality, guys, I mean, that really is what separates us from everybody else. There's enough places to buy jewelry in this world. So, you know, if you're going to set out to do something, you have to do it differently than everybody else. And I think that's really where the number one difference is just how we make everything so quality, so through and through, no matter what, and still find a way to bring you the value. And in this case, I'm looking at a $5,500 ring, $5,499 technically. Problem is, you came here for a value. You're not going to buy anything unless it's a value, and we have some pretty long-standing, important values to live up to. That's always the hardest part, is that when you keep on dropping and discounting every day, it's a lot to live up to, isn't it? And it's not easy to go backwards. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get you the opportunity to auction it off so we can go ahead and let you price it and get away from that $5,499 price tag that it should be. And we're going to go start not even at $5,000 or $4,000 or even $3,500. We're not starting at $3,000. My goal at this point in time, and when you've been doing this as long as I have, and a lot of us have been shopping together for almost 3 decades, it no longer becomes about really anything, but the idea is to get you quality no matter what the budget. And we're still so lucky to be able to bring exotic Paraibas to you, because let's face it, most people are not. And even like I've made it very clear, there's a lot of dealers out there that have Paraiba. I won't say a lot, but relatively speaking, there are those dealers who have it and they're just not parting with it. They're not selling it. Not to dealers, not to their like-minded individuals in the trade, not to consumers like you and me. They're not selling it for the very simple and obvious reason of it won't stop increasing in value. So why not hold on to it and wait it out? Because ever since it's been discovered in 1989, it has continued to go up in value and in big, big, big exponential amounts, and it keeps on going. And with it gone out of the natural world, meaning like extinction from the 3 sources, it's really tough to be able to find anybody who's going to give you a deal, let alone even just offer it in the first place. What about $2,500 or $2,000 for a genuine Paraiba, something you can wear every single day? It's not that 8-carat stone that's a cocktail ring that you never have an occasion to actually bring it on out. This is what it looks like on the hand, so you see it from a distance away. Looks fantastic, and it's white, yellow, or rose gold. You are going to get to decide your gold color, your ring size, everything. But what about $2,000 going even lower? This is not normal to see at a 1/2 carat. I'll never forget, it was last week, and I was sitting here preparing for a show, and there was a teeny tiny Paraiba. It was a 20-point stone. You guys know the feather ring that we do? It's got 40 points in diamonds, and they're real small diamonds, lots of them. And it's the little feather that goes kind of diagonal across the hand. It's real, not the big peacock feather, the little one. It's a little feather, and it has a 20-point Paraiba, just like this. I saw it last week. I did not show it. Please forgive me. The reason I did not show it, they were asking $49.99 for a 20-point Paraiba with 40 points in small diamonds. I couldn't, in good faith, come up here and talk about value with that kind of specs. I just couldn't. Now, I've got a 50-pointer. I've got a bigger diamond weight. Oh, and by the way, they're not small stones. They're big individual diamonds, and it's in a solid band of gold, and it's not going to be $2,000 or even $1,500 to start. I want to see if we can get a lot of activity here with about 1 hour and 15 minutes remaining in our Wednesday night. It is not going to be 15 or 14 or 13 or 12. I want to get these phone lines jumping. Can we do this together? Can we get, because my priority now is we've got Paraibas. We are willing to put them up for sale. So now we just need to figure out that last part of the equation. Can we make them affordable? So listen, my pet peeve is seeing people go, the reaction is, oh, I wish I could. Oh, I wish I could afford that. Oh, when I hit the lottery one day. Let's just make the wish a reality. Let's make it so indescribably inexpensive that you've got a chance to pick one up, own one forever, and wear it with a lot of pride. And that's all because why? Not because you went onto a website, not because you had to stock it for 8 years and hope that the price came down, because you were here live with us on a Wednesday night on this April 2nd of 2025. You were here, you were watching, I'm up here, and we're just trying to get an open on a ring. That's all we're doing. And what better option than to take one of the most valuable, highly recognized, highly sought after stones in the world today and put it up at next to nothing to open in an auction? That's how you do it. And that is why I always say you can't miss a show, because this is the only way to get these pieces. The only way to get a hold of them and the only way to get the opportunity is via these live shows. And this is not going to be $1,200 or $1,100. I am going to start, and yes, it's a ring of solid gold. And yes, that's a big 50-point Paraiba, but that's no small stone. And it's got huge diamonds around it. I'm going to go $1,000 to open, and we're just going to see who's out there. That's all I can do tonight, is just really let's take the temperature here. Let's get a good feel and a good read on, If I'm ready to give away a Paraiba tourmaline with a signature kind of look, a halo design, the ultimate classic when it comes to designs and rings, and we're going $1,000 with $10 increments, and there's that blue-green. There's that neon where if you just get a darkness going on, look at that. Darkness has just, look at the shading. Well, that's still as bright as ever. Still bright and neon and clean and beautiful and unique. And $1,000 we don't have. So let's give it 60 seconds and we'll see if we got that one started, and good luck. That's it, guys. One big value. And you can still do the gold color change, of course. Get your size, yes. I don't want you to have a run around town and spend $800 more to get it sized. No. You'd be spending almost as much as you did on the ring if you get in on the open. So that's what I recommend doing. And our last call, our top of the hour, is a big round Tanzanite. You haven't seen it yet tonight. We've got a very affordable way to get you a diamond spot the yard. We have an opal, a really cool opal in a lot of gold. Look at this one. This one's unique. What do you think about that? Crystal opal. We saw a couple black opals earlier. We saw a Boulder. We saw a black opal. Look what we have in a crystal opal here. It's on my hand just while we're waiting for the open, which we don't have. Just to look at that ring, what do you think of that opal? Who says you need to get a lightning ridge opaque stone to get the ultimate high level in colors? I don't think you need to. You can get that crystal opal there. That's a good look. All right, so we're moving on in 15 seconds. No open yet. Okay. And did anybody hear from Connie? Was that the bracelet she was looking for? Do we know if that was the bracelet Connie needed to see? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. Connie, if it wasn't, let me know so we can get you your feedback there. All right, coming up, let's move on. We got a lot to do, and we do have a couple conch pearls as well. And we got some big, big value. If anyone needs a large kunzite, we've got an 844 pair, not something you see very often. Have a really stunning alexandrite. I do have two conch pearls, and one of them is just a much better deal. So what is going on? These are almost the same stone, and one is a fraction of the price. Okay. Well, let's just give you the great value. One conch pearl here in platinum. This has kind of taken the TVON world by storm after we discounted them. After we started discounting conch pearls, wow, that's not a stone that's leaving much to be desired there. The item number here is 1126027. It's as it is, which means in platinum, which means, and that is just, it has to be said, this is the finest quality pearl I've had in a while of the conch variety. Because the color is not light, sometimes the colors are light, almost white. That is not the case here. This has got that real intense, rich, pinky color. It is a round. That's not something that's cut, by the way. That's something the pearl made naturally, rather the mollusk, the shell. It's the queen conch shell. It's the sea snail. And it's found in the Caribbean or Caribbean, whichever you want to say. And it's actually really scarce. It's one of the rarest, it's really the rarest type of pearl out there. It's a little different in that we're still talking about organic in nature, but we really want to see some vibrant colors to it. So this is the ideal. If you've ever wondered how does the scale of colors in conch pearls rank, well, this color would be your most desired, sought after color here. And then you get the round, which again, it's a pearl. So in the same way that you get these funky Baroque pearls, well, you want a conch pearl to be one shape, one defined shape, and if it's a more rare of the shapes, that's always a benefit. You have a 77-point stone with 10 points in diamonds around it, including, look at the heavy millgrain that's done, like a beadwork down the sides of the platinum. The diamonds around it here as well. Isn't that a great look? And the color is divine. And this really is one of those values for the ages. And trust me, there will be more than one caller ready to shop this one, but I only have one pearl. I only have one ring. It's going to go, especially when it's been marked down from $49.99. And that is a perfect price tag for that ring because it's simply the color. Look at the color. It's the best out there. The color is there. The saturation, and it's a round, and yet we don't cut these. This doesn't get a lapidary's help. Take a look at this. On the hand, you can see right there what kind of size it's giving. It does stay in the platinum, but we'll size it for you gladly. It's not $49 or $39 or $29. It's not even $19.99, which we've rarely seen a conch pearl go that low. So you got a chance right now to pick it on up. And here it is again, up close and personal. And yes, we're going to make it even better than that. I got to move some jewelry. We have an hour and change to do it. Let's get this one home. And for those of you that said, I just wish there was a way. Well, that day has come. You've got a way to affordably get not just a conch pearl, like it's not the greatest quality, but I still want to get one. Oh no, you couldn't ask for a better quality stone. It's there. You've got it. And it's also going to be a whole lot better than even $19.99. So yes, we're going lower. And yes, you're invited and welcome to come on in right now and take advantage of it, because it is not going to sit around. It's not going to last. It's not even $18.88. Come on in. Ever since we started, these used to be $20,000 on our show, and they stuck around. Oh, what a surprise, right? It was just not a price tag we were accustomed to seeing. And then it was one day, one piece, and one discount. And it led to the floodgates opening up. Everybody said, just bring out everything you got if you're discounting. They weren't all discounted. It was just the one. We ended up having, because of the incredible response, it was overwhelming. We had to just bring out everything we had in Conch pearls and discount every one of them to literally under cost prices, to then show you what we mean when we say we can bring you value nobody else does. Well, that we did. And that we're doing right now. It's not $18, $17. It's not even, you know what? Let's make it $16.99. First caller on that one. That'll be it. $1,699. That's the most affordable Conch pearl ring I have. So it's a great one to get. And then we've got our top of the hour just a few minutes away. I'm going to show you our very affordable diamonds by the yard as well, which is our most affordable we do. And it's a great gifting idea as well. And then we have that beautiful opal. Are you ready to see that opal, that crystal opal with all those amazing colors? So we'll see that, but one only there at $16.99. Stays in the platinum. We'll size it for you. That is quite the buy for a Conch pearl. It's funny, I've got another one here. It's just all about the same specs though. And the problem is it's like 3 times the money. So I would rather see you get this one. The other one has a little more diamond weight, yes, but it's also in platinum and it's also about the same size. And you know what, no difference. Actually, I kind of like the color a little bit more on the one you're seeing here. This one is $49.99 if you're interested. Yeah, so that one gives you a little more diamond weight, 40 points or so. But I just think for that value at $16.99, that is a great way to go. Also have some very large Tanzanite drop earrings. Let me flash them for you. They're not exactly inexpensive, but they are something else. Look at this Tanzanite emerald cuts, actually. You rarely see emerald cuts in earrings. We've seen very few. Here are the emerald cuts. Let me show you, because I think our Conch pearl is spoken for. There are the huge emerald cuts we have. It's 112, 7864. There you can see them from a distance away, a little size perspective on those museum reserves. Not only do they start with diamonds and lead to that fancy cut, all of the surrounding halo also done in VS diamonds. Yellow gold, interestingly enough, beautiful in the yellow. And that's going to be 112, 7864. So one pair of emerald cut earrings. Yellow gold doesn't look fabulous in the blue wing block Ds. And then here's our link. So we've got a really good look here with 1 inch and 5/8 top to bottom. And they will be 18 karat gold. So yes, we even upgraded the gold. We've seen a lot of 18. I mean, we're acting like gold crashed to $300 an ounce. It's actually an all-time high of almost 32. But the way we're throwing 18 karat gold around tonight, we're acting like gold is nothing. This is 18 karat gold with 17 carats 35 of emerald cut blue wing block D, both museum reserves and matched. And then you get the 120 in diamond weight as well. And this is, of course, a hinge style lever back, really easy. You got the opening, it'll open up all the way for you, so ease of just putting them on, no problem there. Pop it up, click it closed, you're good to go. There they are, and that's going to be a beautiful way to get a Tanzanite drop earring. Tell you what we need to do, and I know we're not able to see them here up close yet. I think we're still waiting on that Conch pearl, but look at this. This is a really special earring, and those are fancy obelisk cuts that are thrown into that carat 20. They're part of the overall diamond weight you're getting there. Is that fancy cut with the rounds. So you're getting a lot of diamond weight overall, a lot for an earring, probably the most we've seen actually in a Tanzanite drop earring. And they were $34,999. That will change, and we'll change it now. Because obviously with 4 minutes left until our last hour of Wednesday kicks off, we got to make it value. So we will, and under $10,000 they will go. I just made them under $10,000. For $17.35, and they're solid 18 karat gold as well. That's a big value. Okay, Jason, what'd you take? Last pair of hoops? Conch pearl? Another request. Love it. They got to go lower. It's turning into a Wednesday night giveaway night. Here they are up close. Don't want you to miss out on that. That is really outstanding material. They're the best. Museum reserves. Look at those diamonds. Wow, those are fancy cuts. And there's your total look all the red flashes, and these aren't even really facing up to your eye level yet. I want you to see them on. They're not going to be $99.99. That already, on any given show, listen, when you're around jewelry as long as I have and you round it every single day, you know what value is going to make the magic happen. The fact that that's not gone yet at $99.99, it's just, that's what's happening. It's that kind of night. So what we'll do is this. I'll pop one on the ear. We'll see what you think. You probably aren't going to make a decision on an earring like this until you see them on. I'm not dumb. I get it. That makes sense to me. You got to see them on. Imagine them on your ear. Imagine the length, the style, the size. Let's see how they drop here. And obviously I still have our diamond hoops on in the second piercing there for you. Those are the 2 carats that we had earlier for $19.99. But there you can see that amazing drop. This would be the most luxe blue wing block D drop earring we've had by far. And they're not going to be $99.99 either. So you get a better value, you get a huge discount. Obviously in this lower light, you're getting a better idea of what that color is all about, the way they're perfectly placed. The balance is there in the earrings so they don't fall forward or drop back. They're showing you the amazing color straight on up to your eye level. It's incredible. And they're not going to be $8,999 either. So we have made one of the best values ever happen in earrings. They're going even lower than that. We're going to take them extremely low. They're not $88.88 either. Let's take another close-up look. I just really wanted you to see them on and how they fit and how they look and how they move and how they always face up front. You're never going to have to worry about them twisting or turning some odd way where you're not seeing the really good material you paid for, and yet it's not going to be $88.88. Even better value. Here's what they look like. And we've got moments left until our top of the hour. We got about 90 seconds to go. Last hour is going to kick off. We're going to make this even better than $8,500, and all you do is call. We'll get them right out to you. See if they're the best earring you've ever seen or not. But I will make them $7,999 only. And that's going to be it for our 1735s. And when you have more diamond weight than we've had in an earring, and you bring it down that exceedingly low, on 1735, and I'm ignoring diamonds. I'm ignoring them because this is what we all do to figure out value. I can't sit here and put up a Tanzanite for $950 a carat and tell you it's a value because you expect more from us. But let me tell everybody, Tony, something real quick here because I just did the math. If we completely ignore the 18 karat gold, if we completely ignore the carat 20 in diamonds, including those really large fancy cuts you have, if we ignore everything about that earring except for the 2 Tanzanites, you're at $461 a carat. That's not right. It's happening for one caller. I know it may not be $1, I get that, but it's a $79.99 value story. It is incredible. For $17.35 of blue wings like that in the emerald cuts, amazing material, total red flashes everywhere through the earring. Let me show them face up. And again, I'm going to hold them right. Hold on, just look at that. That is just, if you could see what I say, I just saw red flashes through the back. There's a basket work that gives you some open work here so you can actually see from the side profile there are red flashes coming through. It really is one very intense and amazing blue wing block D. And you're seeing it on full display right there. And for $460 a carat, can't beat that, especially with all those really important diamonds and such a big diamond weight overall. And that is one heck of a match pair of emerald cuts. So they're beauties. All right, let's get to our top of the hour. It's here. We've got a quick Tanzanite, one ring to show you, and then we'll carry on with hopefully some requests we're working on, as well as a couple other new pieces you haven't seen as of yet tonight. Let me move on from those and we will show you. Well, I've been waiting for this one. Here is our stunning, stunning round. And this one I just can't get enough of because there's something real special. And I love an emerald cut and I love a round, but they have different personalities. It really does. And this is the round that is oh so fantastic. And it's a size that I know a lot of you have been asking for, cut from museum reserve material, because otherwise we were finding there was more requests for 3 carats than 30 carats. because 30 carats are lovely and all, but they carry with them some higher price points that are not always in everybody's wheelhouse. So what we did was we said, let's just go ahead. We have sacrificed, which actually in turn should make the pieces that we did this for a little bit more pricey, but we're not. Welcome to the show, by the way. It's our last hour of our big Wednesday. Thank you for being here. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON, and we've got a final 58 minutes remaining or so. If you have any requests, get them in. If there's anything from earlier you're thinking about, please let us know. We'll help you out with those. If you want to see diamond bracelets, I've got a few of them. There are some of our bigger diamond bracelets, yes, but they're diamond bracelets that we love nonetheless, and we are starting the hour with something new in the most beautiful round. And no, we did not have any 3-carat museum reserves from the start. So what we have done is we have literally taken stones that have been here that maybe were part of really the most important jewelry pieces we'd ever created. And we've actually sacrificed those stones to have the bigger stones cut down into sizes that you've been asking for. So it really in turn should make these more pricey, but we're making it actually more affordable. So it's 112-8168. And again, welcome into our big Wednesday. Last hour is here. So any requests you have at all, we'd love to hear from you and find out what you're looking for, and we'll bring it on out. But this is one to love. It's a 3-carat 18 round. It's got that excellent cutting. Again, you are still, I'm not going to call it museum reserve because it wasn't originally, meaning this stone didn't exist when we actually sat down 6.5 years ago and selected the museum reserves. But the stone that it was cut from was museum reserve. So it's come down to that, guys. We are really that passionate about getting you what you need and what you want that we are literally customizing it and tailoring it. So if we didn't have any 3 carats and that's what everybody wants, boom, we made it happen. So this also has 77 points in diamonds around it. They encircle it with that double halo. They still do something a little more unique on the sides by having that kind of ramp down effect. Notice the band does not go through the middle. It comes down, up and around. I call it the roundabout ring. That's the roundabout design, where even the curve of the bands carries through the sides. You get that curve and that split design. It is beautiful. And it's going to be, can I help you? I mean, I look at this piece and I get here today and boy, it's got a $69.99 price tag. And I thought, well, that's a little more than I'm used to offering it for. Meaning Blue Wing and Black D's for the last 6.5 years. I've been lucky enough to be able to present them to you for quite some time here. But that's not the prices we've gotten used to. And then, yeah, it's one of those where, well, there's a reason for it. The amazing, amazing quality of the stone, the way the bigger stone had to be sacrificed to make it, the gold. But the ultimate bottom line is you don't care about any of that. You don't care. You don't care how much we had to go through or anything like that. You care about a value. You're here for a value. The only reason you watch TVON is for values in jewelry. Am I right? So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take this a whole lot lower than $69.99 because, like I said, we lead with values. It becomes tough. We got to top ourselves time and time again. Find a way to bring you a better value each and every night out. So here's what I'll do. I'll make it better than $69.99. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to give it away. We're going to put it a little something together for you. And we're going to make it a whole lot more affordable, but I do need you on the lines, and I want you to, more importantly, take a look at it on the hand. Choose your gold color, white, yellow, rose, whatever you want to do. Look at the dazzling effect you get. Call me crazy. I think that's a wearable ring. Yes. Thank you. Who was that? Who? Oh, really? Is that her first time seeing that bracelet? Wonderful. See, we get a lot of different people on the weeknights versus the weekends, and love that we have those opportunities to get you all those pieces. And thank you, Connie, again for the request. I don't know if she picked one up. I don't think she did, but a lot of other people did. And so that's the great thing about requests is we're always happy to bring them out because it's usually something that someone will capitalize on. And so it's awfully nice. But here we are, instead of $69.99, exquisite value. Got to make sure it goes. We're going to send it on out of here. We're going to do our best. And I got to tell you, this is what I love to do, is really ruffle some feathers here when it comes to the jewelry trade, the industry. I don't care what diamonds and gold or regular Block C Tanzanites are doing. I got to bring you a value. Because the second we don't bring you values, guess what? What's the thing? Why tune in? We got to continue to bring you values. It's all I'm committed to do. And I got to say, here's the best of the best, and the window is closing. We have a few pieces left. And again, now we're cutting the big stones. We're cutting the big stones. We're doing it because we know what you want. Yes. Thank you. Are you talking about the one from like a couple hours ago? Yes. Okay, the 301. Thank you. Here's what I'll do on this one. 318, one of our black opals from earlier, sold. And what I'll do right now is make this better than $69, $59, $49, $39, or $29.99. And so far, we have taken quite the discount from 7 to 3. We're over 50% off. We're making it more affordable. You come on in, you take advantage. It's not even $2,500. Let's keep on going. My goal is to move it. We just got to move it. Got to get somebody the opportunity of a lifetime. I think if you like around and you're seeing all those reds, I'm probably not needing to point those out to you. They're obvious. They're looking good. That is called a Portuguese cut round, but it is a little modified in that it's got some of the extra faceting beyond what a typical Portuguese does. So you're getting a more impactful round. You're getting more sparkle. Sometimes though rounds, the downside of a round is sparkle you usually get, but that can take away some of the visual saturation level you get with your blues and your reds. Not here. And that is why this stone is so... This is why I hope you're really thinking about it and giving it some serious consideration here if you want to have all the best of all the worlds of Tanzanite. You want sparkle, you want color, you want red flashes, you get it all here. It's not going to be 25 or 24 or 23 or 22. I want to make sure it goes. 3 carat 18, white, yellow, rose gold. How about $2,199 on a $7,000 ring? Actually, better yet, let's make it even better. Right now, quick opportunity here. Just an easy deal. Send it on out. Not even going to be 21 or $2,099. It's blowout time. It's here. We're in the last 52 minutes. Not a lot of time. Got to move a lot of jewelry. $1,999 only. Let's see where it goes. Who's it going to be that's going to score the value? And I'll tell you, we're verifying right now on those big Tanzanite emerald cut earrings. Those will be gone before you know it. Here's the chance now you have to pick up the incredible round. You see that with the 77 points in diamonds, white, yellow, rose gold, beautifully done, great color. The reds are there. The flashes, the powerful flashes, you do not see overtake the reds in this occasion. And that's thanks to selecting one of the bigger museum reserve stones and sacrificing that very gem to make this one round. By the way, we didn't get more than one stone out of that, because when you cut around, what happens? It's very wasteful, and no better example than to tell you about it right now. When you take a bigger stone and you only can produce one stone out of that bigger gem, that is a testament to how wasteful the round cuts are. But then there's a lot of us who love the round and say, you know what, we look at that stone and go, it was worth it. It was so worth it. You know what, I don't have $19.99. It doesn't have any taker yet. Let's make it even better. And this is where I got to invoke the auction, because I cannot go any lower. And it may be gone. So if it's gone, Jason, let me know and we're done. But if anybody wants to get a little extra, so again, the computer has a system where it can't go under cost. I'm already under cost at $19.99. So it means if you take it, we got a problem. We got to write a hand order. Now, I can't actually do things on the air that take it any lower than that. So that's where I say, let's pull the auction card out. Let's give you a better price via the auction. And that way, we don't have to abide by the cost in the system. We can just go auction. So that means it supersedes the cost and allows us to do what we need to do. So actually, instead of $19.99, I'm going even lower. Let's get a lot of people on the phone lines. Take a look at this. It's going to be our big Tanzanite round. I'm going to try it on again. And instead of, now Jason, you can let me know if you want it at $19.99, or if they want a better value, they can hang in there for a second. I want to get a lot of people in on the option, the opportunity. That's a gorgeous round. Here's what I'll do. Instead of $19.99 to sell it, let's auction it off for $1,900 to get it going. $1,900 to get it started. Every little bit counts. We're already under our own cost on the ring. So instead, we go to $1,900 to get it started, and we'll give it 60 seconds to do it. That is one fabulous ring. And you see how this side comes up. It's rounded a little bit to that split shank, so it comes to one side. Then it's wrapping around and then down the other. See how that part curves and this part curves? It's giving this great kind of like a movement. Is it going to literally move? No, it doesn't move at all. It's all going to be, again, a beautifully set. Every diamond is set by hand. Every piece is done perfectly. The halo, it's a double halo, double split shank. What about $1,900? No? No open 40 seconds. Uh-oh. Well, I did not see this coming. But we are verifying, and we got 30 seconds to make it official here. So that's the good news, is we still have hope. I'm going to hold out hope, but we get this one going. And then we have diamond bracelets if you need to see them. We've got any requests you want to see. Yes?
Can you measure the width in millimeters?
Oh, sure. The whole ring or the stone? The whole ring, millimeter size. Well, this just means we got an inquiry. Just a nice little, you know, fun little, maybe just let's find out if she knows how to measure a millimeter size on a diameter. I do. I've got a gauge here. This is called a millimeter gauge, and that entire diameter of the ring is 14.5 millimeters. Now, the stone itself, I'll go further than that. The stone itself is actually going to be a millimeter size of 9 millimeters. So it's a 9 millimeter stone, 14.5 millimeters overall for the diameter of the round. That means straight across this way or straight across that way. We have no open at $1,900. So if you need a, you know what, let me grab the ruler here. Let me just leave it on the hand here. And if you are more comfortable in, like if you can do the conversion, I can give you the little cheat sheet. It's about 25 millimeters per inch. If you need a little more like self-explanatory with the ruler, there it is at a little over a half. We have no open, everybody's bowed out, including, yeah, you know that they're not gonna start it when they ask. So that's the first thing. So here's what we're gonna do. I knew that was coming. So we're gonna go ahead and do something a little bit crazier here, and then I'm gonna give it 60 seconds and we'll be done for good with our Tanzanites. Now, if you want the earrings, those are verifying. If you want the bigger one, we had a 440 earlier. The 440 was significantly more. And I don't mean in carat weight, it was 440, so it's only about a carat 20 more. And the diamond weight, pretty similar. So 1,900 is gonna actually drop yet again. I'm gonna do $1,800 to open instead. It's my final offer because we're under the price of the mounting by itself. So right now, what I should have told you is, who wants a 318 for free? That's what I should have said. Because whoever wanted a 318 blue wing cut from Museum Reserve in a round is getting it for free right now. So 77 points in diamonds. We're at 1,800 to open is what we're looking for. We're going to give it a 60-second clock to get that started, and let's go for it. White, yellow, or rose gold is going to be your option as well. So here we go. Last chance, last call. $1,800 to get that started. Then we have the big opal coming up, and any request you have, there's still a very affordable diamonds by the yard coming your way, and a big yellow diamond. Now, yellow diamonds are not something new to us, but I do have a beautiful cushion cut. That's coming up in a little bit. And then diamond tennis bracelets, something we rarely bring out. We've got a beautiful 5 carat 20. It's the one I'm wearing. I've got 2 bracelets on. We have our 520, or we have a 539 serpentine pave bracelet, which is probably the most high-end jewelry piece we've done. And I'm talking about diamonds, workmanship. This is the bracelet you've been seeing on my wrist all night. I have 2 stacked. The tennis bracelet is pretty much, I think, as common as we know. We all know what that looks like. It looks like that. But if you want to go really high end, and look at how this is very easy to put on because it just twists open. So it's really simple. All you do is give it a little twist and it's on the wrist. No closure, no clasps to worry about. And yet you have this beautiful bypass of all that pave work. And that's going to give you about 5.5 carats in diamonds. So just want to let you know that is available. So something you can ask about, and certainly we hope you will, if you're interested in a large designer diamond bracelet. Now open. All right, 1,800, we leave it behind. Let's show you our beautiful opal. It's a crystal opal. This crystal opal, I had it on, and granted it was in a darker light, and look at that, even up close, in the brightest light possible. You have this amazing crystal opal. It's 112-8176. Welcome on into Wednesday night. We have 45 minutes remaining, however. Not a lot of time here, and we are taking requests if you have them. And we have a DBTY coming up in just a bit as well. A really gorgeous DBTY. It's our most affordable one of all. So that's going to be here. But look at this. This is going to be 8176. It is a really new designer, kind of a honeycomb feel, very chic. And then it's got bigger diamonds throughout, top and bottom and along the side. Those are those little quatrefoil details on the sides, and then this little, what really looks like a little bee or a little floral. See the theme going on here? That is a crystal opal at 219 in size, but also 29 points in diamonds, top, bottom, and sides. And if you'd like to get this one, well, that's crystal opal. I'm going to blow it out. That's my job. My job is to say, well, there's another. And again, wouldn't you expect, with gold reaching once again record highs, wouldn't you expect rings to be little, teeny tiny, basic bands, little tiny dental floss thin, little tiny things? We're going all out. Yet the prices are incredible. That's a wide ring. 219 opal, natural through and through, all the gorgeous colors. Here's the diamond weight, 29 points. It's where you've got bigger individual diamonds. Here's what it looks like. This is a better view because when it's under a little lower light, that's when you get to see some of the magic. More like you're going to see when you get it at home, by the way. Purples. Suddenly, you guys are probably going, thanks for the switcheroo, Lolo. No, it's the same. Watch this. Follow me on down. It's the same ring. It's the same ring. I know this is, but that's proof. I'm always up here going, hey, you guys got to take the look up close with a grain of salt because it's looking, watch the magic, it never looks as good up close on camera. This slightly lower light that the hand shot is in shows you already a lot more of the colors you're getting. Blues, reds, purples, greens, yellows. It's actually going to be less than $2,000 for one collar. And I'm not going to do $19.99. We got to go on a little pricing rampage here. We have another request coming up. It's a stud earring on the way. Let's make this easy though on the opal. What can I say? That's a really cool stone, and yet you don't need to get a truly opaque stone to get a lot of colors. If you get a really good crystal opal, and I get it, most of the crystal opals have no color at all. This would obviously not fall into that category by any stretch of the imagination, and it's not going to be $19 or $18.99 either. And that wide band really lends itself well if you're thinking about, I'd love to have a ring on the middle or the index finger. I think this one is really a well-worked style for the larger fingers of the hand as well, and yet doesn't sit up too high, so you've got all that look. And how about those profile looks? Still getting all the amazing color from every angle, so you're never without color. Think about every time you're in a different light, every time you get a different angle at your stone. It always is presenting, that's the magic of a phenomenal play of color opal, especially one with great colors, is it never looks the same way twice. I promise you, you're going to look down at your ring and wear it for years, every day, and probably always see different patterns, different looks. I got yellow. We can change it to white or rose if you want. We're going to do better than even 18. 17 is going to take some extra discounting here tonight, that's for sure. And what I'll do is blow it out right now. It's not even $1,799. Let's make it even better. Boy, the prices are getting a little wonky tonight, but that's okay. We got only 40 minutes. How much money could we lose in 42 minutes? We're going to find out. I'll tell you that now. We might as well have a countdown clock and maybe we do a countdown clock on one side and we do a little ticker of money lost on the other, because I'm losing money left and right. I'll go $1,600. You know what? Skip it. Let's go an extra $1,599. Take advantage of it. Then we've got some stud earrings coming up that are, I thought they were blue zircons. What do you think? They look like blue zircons to me. They're not. They're going to be a lot more affordable. They're going to be really, really popular, I have a feeling, and that's by request. They're beautiful Swiss blue topaz, and Swiss blues do have a similar look to a blue zircon. The best ones do. We've got them. They're coming up next. $15.99 on our opal. Don't forget about our diamonds by the yard coming up as well. A diamonds by the yard that is not just under $1,000 affordable. Far more affordable than that. So we will see that next. All right, everybody, let's get to our earrings. Hi there. We've got a great request coming up. This is going to be our stud earrings, centered post, butterfly backing, bright Swiss blues. There are 3 types of blue topaz: Sky, Swiss, and London. The London is so dark, sometimes you can't even really see the blues. The sky blues can be really light. They can also look like aquamarines. But the Swiss blues have their own special personality to them, and you're seeing that here. 1114065 is a classic. Now, here's something interesting. We haven't seen stud earrings in a while. In a true classic stud earring, we usually add diamonds or add a drop or something. This is a real classic stud, but you are getting 212 in your Swiss blue topaz here in this basket with the gold, which may not sound like a big deal, but those findings are not inexpensive in today's world. We're going to make the entire earring extremely affordable. This is also a December birthstone, by the way, so if that coincides with your or somebody you care about's birthstone, I think that'd be lovely to have that. Just, you know, it's an earring you're wearing. It's maybe not as obvious, as sentimental as if you get your ID bracelet engraved with a special little, like, you know, pet name. But it definitely has, again, it's always good to note birthstones when they happen, because, again, I think it's really fun to wear birthstones that have some meaning. It's just a way to have a gemstone give some meaning to them. But this reminds me a lot. We did do blue zircon earrings rather recently, and they were not inexpensive. They were very popular to the point where they sold out. I would say if you were one of the many that missed out on those blue zircon studs, you may want to pick these up, because it's a real true doppelganger for them. And we're going to make it easier than $9.99 for the studs in solid white, yellow, or rose gold. Get as many pairs as you want. Maybe it's going to be that giftable idea. Maybe you're thinking about Easter baskets, you know, and the gals in the family need a little extra. Maybe they like a little a little something sparkly in addition to something sweet. Here it is, sweet and sparkly. How about the sweet deal? And we'll make them better than $4.99. Yes, they're going to be flying. There's white, yellow, rose gold. You can get as many pairs as you want. You've got the gold color choices, which I think are great because the Swiss blue, why not? You're still customizing. You see that gorgeous round cut they're giving, and they are going to be $399 a pair in white, yellow, or rose gold, and that amazing color that they are bringing. And get ready because the phone lines are about to be madness. It's just not, it's not possible to really do gold like that. Again, wholesale, we're lucky enough to be so close to a wholesale district, and you buy those findings for a lot more money when you buy in massive quantities. So I love that we can bring, because the stones are more important than the gold all day. You're getting pristine, bright, beautifully cut Swiss blue topaz in rounds. So the stones are worth something too. We can harp on gold all day. Gold is never as valuable as the gemstones we bring, no matter what it does in price. So the fact you can get something like that for $3.99 a pair makes it really attainable, I think. All right. We'll give them 60 seconds. What about you, Jason? Are you taking some stud earrings? Fantastic. We got some stud lovers out there, and we don't bring, it's true, we don't see a lot of stud earrings in the most classic, basic way these days. It's a lot more unusual to find. So we're thrilled to bring them, and $3.99 a pair. Congratulations if you do get them. $3.99 is an exquisite value in solid white, yellow, or rose gold. So it's a beautiful way to get yourself some very bright stones. And for those of you going, well, try them on because they must be teeny tiny. They're not tiny at all. Let me give you a look at them here. As a matter of fact, the millimeter size should be 4 millimeters. They have the center post and the butterfly backing. Here's what they look like from a distance. Then I'll pop one on the ear for you. Boy, those are just bright. Big personality stones there. And then I'll just put one up to the ear so you can see it there. I don't have the backings here, but it'll help give you an idea. And by the way, we're in last call on that hoop. That hoop is still one pair left. We did present those in an encore presentation earlier tonight. They're 2 carats in diamonds. What you see there in the second piercing, that's our hoop that is still here at $19.99, 1 pair left, and there are our blue topaz. Back to the wheel we go, $3.99 a pair. Thank you so much. And who was that, Jason, taking a pair of those? Oh, that's wonderful. How's she doing tonight? Is she doing well? Very good. All right, well, thank you for the request. Okay, so it's diamonds by the yard time. And I must say, if we're going from a $3.99 stud earring to an entire necklace that looks like this, and I got to tell you, when you're talking about diamonds by the yard, still as hot as ever and getting hotter and hotter and hotter wherever you see it. This is a style that reminds me a lot of the 9-stone style I brought the other day recently. I thought it was the same necklace, and I thought, well, we just had this. It's actually the one that's a true diamonds by the yard, where it's stations of diamonds. There's a front and a back, so just be a little aware, but it will turn a little bit as you wear them. But this is going to be item number 1115653. 32 points in your diamonds. They start here and go to here. So it's basically going to be 3/4of the way around the neckline. Full adjustability from 16, 17, and 18 inches in length. Those tend to be the 3 most popular lengths in necklaces and chains. So you get 3 lengths built in. It's 32 points in diamonds. But honestly, it's not a big difference maker on the total carat weight, because every time you set a white diamond in a bezel, it looks double or triple its carat weight. So I think we're less concerned with the actual carat weight and how it looks on, and how it looks when you see it on the neckline. And notice how the diamonds are going to go from here to here. That's the idea. Putting them through the back would be considered in this one, just again, one of those where if you're somebody who has longer hair or wears your hair down or has a collar on, you're probably never going to see this part of the necklace anyways. So we put the diamonds all right up front where everyone's going to see them, which is from here to here. So really side to side on the neckline. You get 32 points in VS diamonds. It's in white, yellow, rose gold. You can layer it easily because 16, 17, and 18 are all built in. So you get a lot of great versatility there. And one day you wear it higher, one day you wear it lower, maybe one day you wear it solo, and the next day you're stacking it with others. But this is one versatile piece. And I know that I'm the only one out there who's probably thinking like jewelry gifts for Easter. I was going to go get a display actually for it, because I think that's going to be a little bit more helpful just to see what it looks like. So give me just a second. I'm going to show it to you on a display here, which I think is going to probably work a little bit better, just so you can get an idea here of what it's all about. That doesn't work either. So here we go. Just showing you, just so you can see against a background here, and then we'll show it against the neckline, which is also, I think, very helpful. But you see what this looks like when you see it on, and really important to see the visual of how this works when you've got those bigger diamonds bezel set. So here's what I have for you. A quick moment with I think what could be a really good little something you get for the gals who maybe have everything, but you want to bring them something that's high style today. Something that they probably don't treat themselves to in fine because, well, it's very expensive to do that. If you're getting fine jewelry in Diamonds by the Yard, ooh, does it get pricey. We've got 32 points among those stones there. Again, 3/4 of the way around the neckline. Here's what I'm going to do. There's the lobster claw clasp you see, which is so important as well because, well, you get the idea. The lobster claw is a lot easier to maneuver than it is a spring ring. It just is a fact of life. And so to get that upgrade is really, really important. It's also going to be better than $9.99. We just saw stud earrings here for a very affordable price tag. Tough to make jewelry affordable like that. Well, I'm going to make this a little bit easier for you right now. And all we got to do is get you on the phone lines. There are limited quantities to go around. That is for sure. Another little FYI, we have the most affordable Diamonds by the Yard option is right here. Great for gifting for that reason. Let's say you've got those daughters and you're going, I never know what to get them and they're all different ages and they're all different styles. What do I do? What's going to be versatile for every one of them? And everyone's got different tastes and everyone's got different styles and maybe they live in different parts of the country and different jobs and career paths and different lifestyles. What is going to work for everybody? It is this necklace. It is the most timeless design from younger to more mature. It's everybody. It's ageless. It makes a great gifting idea. I think if you need to get, my grandmother, I always talk about my grandmother. So she was just such a huge influence in my life. She was a big, big jewelry lover as well. She was, again, we were practically twins. She was just, again, one of these really, everyone gravitated towards. She was just a lovely, lovely lady. And she loved her jewelry, but she had a lot of grandkids and a lot of great grandchildren as well. And a lot of them being girls, and they spanned in age groups from literally newborns all the way up to in their 40s. So what was she to do to get everybody the same thing? And honestly, it's a necklace like this because even for the younger gals who aren't wearing jewelry yet, this is the one they grow into. And hopefully if it's affordable enough, it gives you the opportunity to get a couple of them, not break the bank doing it. We got to get rid of $9.99, but this is still that element, that style, that design that you're seeing everywhere, from the big, big names to the couture levels, and they charge dearly for it. And as gold goes up, you think those Diamonds by the Yard are going up? Of course they are, and big time. We're going to make this better than $9.99 or $8.88 or $7.77. And again, whether it's the Mom's Day you're thinking about, the celebrations coming up with graduations, this is springtime. April is here. It's going to be upon us. All those different occasions and events and get-togethers are going to be happening. So we need to be equipped with great jewelry that is for ourselves, for our loved ones, great for gifting as well. It's not going to be $6.99 a necklace. I know we're going to be busy on these phone lines, so forgive me, it's going to be a little bit of a wait time here. We understand that. We know that. We know how this goes. Every single diamond, big, beefy diamonds, and all bezel set, which only allows them to look even bigger and better than they already are. And we're going to help you out right now. The very first callers, and please don't wait because we have a very limited quantity to go around. That's why it's on a Wednesday night and not on a weekend, because here's what we have. We're very limited on the white, the yellow, and the rose gold. It is so affordable, so attainable, and yet you wear it every day no matter what it is. That is your own personal style. This is the one you wear. It is the one I plan on gifting here this Mother's Day to all my friends who are moms. It's not just my own mom who's getting jewelry. It's all the people, all the moms I want to celebrate because their job is the hardest in the world. And I got to tell you, for $6.99, I think that makes it affordable, but you're maybe getting one for yourself. I think that just judging on the little I know about how we shop for jewelry these days, because the world is changing. Most of what you see out there right now is CZ or lab grown. You know it and I know it, and that's great if you don't really care about quality, or it's great if you're just only cared about getting a price tag. But what if we can make the real deal VS Diamonds the best of the best in solid gold in today's rapidly changing gold world and make it more affordable than what you pay on lab grown or costume jewelry or faux versions? That's what we're doing, and it's not $6.99 or $5.99. It's an entire necklace with these beautiful diamonds segmented every about 1.5 inches away from each other. They go from here to here on the neckline. So 3/4 the way around. Everything one would see when they look at you, you're seeing diamonds. And all the adjustability, the premium closure, it's not $5.99. We're getting busy on the phone lines. I wonder why. It's fine jewelry at an incredible value. And gifting, 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 even if you're thinking about the end of the year, this would be a good time to shop it, because it's not even $599. This is an entire necklace with big, beautiful, juicy diamonds. And it's not going to be $5.99 at all. We're going to go even lower. And there are basic chains out there, just about every basic chain you see in 14 karat gold. Far more money than this is tonight. We're going $499. That's it. And you can take as many as you want up until that point when they are sold out. This is it. Your moment has arrived to get your diamonds by the yard. And guess what? For anybody who says, I already have one. I have the 2 carat. I have the 1 carat. Layer them up. Oh, they look beautiful layered. And the fact they're all a little different in scale and size, and you can easily do that layering because every DBTY we've done has that adjustability. So you can layer them up with ease. You can stack them as you wish. Even if someone else, let's say someone has a similar design or a similar necklace they're wearing every day and you do decide to gift it, well, how beautiful would that be? You know they're still going to stack and layer it. It's like the DBTY is the foundation of all stacks. Of all necklace layering, that's usually the first step. That's usually the one you wear at the shortest length, whether that's 16, 17, or 18 for you. You get to wear it, and that's the base layer. And just that perfect dotting your neckline with diamonds. It's that everyday elegance that, like our diamond earrings earlier, you don't need to even be leaving the house. I'd never forget. It was the first time we ever had a DBTY, and obviously we're very, very busy on the phone line, so I apologize for the wait time. It's going to be that way for a minute. And I really encourage you, while this price tag is here tonight, to think about getting more than you think you need. Because if you're just getting one, you're going to want to think about holidays upcoming, Mother's Day in May, all those different graduation gifts we need, who we know people who are graduating, the gals who are graduating high school and college, who need a special something. And as much as they want that label maker to go in their new office, maybe they'd like a DBTY a little bit more. Just saying, I mean, right? There's a lot of practical gifts you can give. This is practical too. I look at it as practical because it's something they're going to wear every single darn day. And that's what I love. And I know I have someone who's taking 6 over here. One gal, Sharon, is taking 6. Sharon just called in. I don't know who she's shopping for or what her gold breakdown is, but she's taking 6 of them. 6 of them. And you know what? Not spending all that much money to do it either, because she's getting a lot of gold and a lot of diamond weight. And again, all those diamonds are really beautiful, larger diamonds as well. Reminder, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9. 9 diamonds. We do odd numbers so that you can easily find the center, so that they're all evenly spaced when you have it around your neckline. So if you look, and you're going to have 4 and 4 on each side, and then that one in the middle between the 4 and 4, that's your middle. That's your center. You want to just put that on roughly in the middle, and then it kind of stays that way. I find these don't move. When I wear the diamonds by the yard, the individual stations tend to make it really sit where you leave it. Does that make, no, sit where you put it. And so it kind of tends to, they don't rotate very much. They do work as, let's say you want to put a pendant right here in the middle. You could do that as well. If you have a bail that's big enough to go over or around those bezel set diamonds, you can absolutely use it as your pendant chain. They are strong enough and durable to hold your pendants as well, from smaller to larger pendants also. So keep that in mind. But it's going to be $4.99, and we don't have that many to go around. And how many are you taking? Timmy, you want to take 2? All right, we got 2 more going out over here and 2 over here. So most everybody's taking more than 1, it sounds like. That is the good idea. Just again, to stock up while they're here, because again, you can't rest on the fact that, I know we try to stay so consistent and true with our values, but this is not a time when gold's doing what it's doing, and every time I look at gold, it's another $100 more in ounce per ounce price. And I'm getting scared, because I have a lot of friends in the business, because this is my business, and everyone is predicting $5,000 an ounce before long. So honestly, if gold gets any much more, I don't think we're going to be making gold jewelry anymore. I had that meeting today. So again, it's going to be impossible to do things like this. So to say, I can call it any time, I can buy that whole diamonds by the yard thing for $4.99, that is just not the truth. And that's just not possible, because we may have to get away from gold, because it's just, again, if it's elevating, you've seen what it's doing. If it keeps going the way it's going, it's going to be cost prohibitive to make jewelry out of gold. So this is the time to, don't say, I'll get those in November because I'm sure she'll have them for $4.99 when it's holiday time. I would highly doubt that. I would very highly doubt that. So this is the time to take advantage, and we're going to give it 60 seconds and be showing it the door here because it's white, yellow, rose gold, and they're all going out the door as we speak. So this is the time to make it yours. Get a couple for gifting. I mean, I wouldn't say that if they were $9.99 necessarily. I would not, because, you know, I don't think it's easy to get, you know, $1,000 gift for everybody. But, you know, when I look at what gift baskets cost and what an evening out to dinner costs, and, you know, I do that a lot to entertain for business and things like that. And I got to say, it's, you know, just a dinner with 4 people is not exactly inexpensive. You know, it's easily over $4.99 to just go out to dinner and, you know, take some business associates out and have a nice dinner out for an evening. So those are lovely things to do. Don't get me wrong. I love that, and I enjoy that. I love to give a great bottle of wine or a great gift basket, or, you know, whatever seems appropriate for the occasion and the person. But to get something that's going to last you forever, to get something that's not of an okay quality or a good quality or great quality, but of excellent, exquisite quality, whether that's for yourself or a gift. Obviously, we think of ourselves when it comes to fine jewelry, and I hope you will continue to think of yourselves, but that value is there. That value is really, really, really striking. And yet, here it is for $499 a necklace with diamonds. And you all know it, chains are more these days. Chains by themselves are more these days. So this is diamond cut links between all of your 9 diamonds. You're getting 32 pointers there. In total, you've got the white, the yellow, and the rose gold as options, and you may even want to think about getting a couple of gold colors if you're like me, and I like to wear white gold some days and yellow gold other days. So this is the way you could have a whole wardrobe, a whole set ready to go. It's a beautiful way to do it. So there they are. Yes, go ahead, Andy. Of course, on the neckline again, yes, I just thought it was so much easier than just me holding it, because again, while I talk, I move, so it's hard to keep it steady for you, and I don't want to make anyone seasick. But here it is on the neckline again, so you can see that there from a distance away, and I never seem to put these on the right way because I don't look before I do, but there it is, kind of held up, so the diamonds are going to go from here to here, from one side of the neckline to the other. We leave the rest about the adjustability, which you see there. The lobster claw, much better than a spring ring. I've never met anyone who says, oh, give me a spring ring instead of lobster claw. No, it's a lot easier to maneuver and operate those lobster claws. They're just bigger. I mean, they're more gold, and they're just easier to use. So there it is again, against the neckline yet again, and it's $499. So we'll go back to our display here, show you one more time what this is all about before we got to say goodbye to that one and make it again, and then who knows what price is going to be. That's anybody's guess, because it just is highly dependent on where gold is at that time. But that's even the backside. I'm showing you now the backside. That's the back. There's still open bezels, so if it twists or turns on the neckline, which it probably will if you're, you know, doing anything but standing as a mannequin, it's going to twist and turn, but you always have a bezel open front and back, so you're always seeing the beautiful brilliance of those diamonds. All right, we're going to move along. I got a big diamond deal for you, and don't forget our Tanzanite round is still here. And then we have a really fabulous, we do have that conch pearl still here too, one of our most affordable ever in the conch pearl variety. And then let's go back to our wheel, because I've got something special in a yellow diamond to show our yellow diamond lovers here. This is a special yellow, and that's going to be our yellow diamond. I got to get this camera focused again for you. And that is going to be a quick little opportunity for anybody who wants that big double split to the shank. A really good look with that 101. It's item number 8206, and that would be that split style band. You've got a 101 center, 32 points of the yellows around that, and then you've got more in the white diamonds. So again, giving it that really elite look. Obviously hard to tell it's a 101 when it's actually got yellow diamonds also around it. So a very special look there. And ooh, do we have a value here tonight for you? So the item number is 1128206, and keep calling on those DBTYs. Just because we moved on does not mean that you've missed the opportunity yet to get one. Now we have our 101 natural yellow cushion cut here. Then you're getting the, oh, it's a VS by the way, and it also has 32 points of additional yellows and another 106 in white diamonds. That would be altogether 239 in your diamond weight. So in a really exclusive opportunity here to get a very important yellow diamond ring with the white diamonds in tow. I love that double band too. It just looks like you stacked without having to stack. And it's going to be, oh, $89.99. Lovely. We're going to do a lot better than that. First caller gets it. A huge blowout for our last now 20 minutes. So the question is, what would you like to see before we go? Is there anything we need to recap? We had a manta ray or a stingray earlier. We had a beautiful Paraiba. We had a really, really, really good opal too, and we had a couple of big Tanzanites here as well. Also, our Brazilian Paraiba and quartz, that was also here too. So we have some recaps to do before we sign off tonight in 20 minutes, but let's make this one easy right now. First caller can take it. I know this is supposed to be $49.99, lowest price, like right at cost, great value. Let's move it on out. A little bit more what we saw years ago. Back when we first started bringing yellow diamonds about 6.5 years ago. That's not the case anymore as far as pricing. We talk about month by month by month. The diamond world's going a little crazy, especially in the fancy colors. We're going to make a 101 very attainable, very affordable, and truly blow it out. And this will be only, you know, I was going to do $39.99. Let's go even lower than that. I know a lot of you want to see those earrings once again. You got it. We'll bring out the 2-carat diamond earrings are coming back out. I've got one pair left, keep in mind. That's it. I don't even know if that pair, we better check before I put them up here. Sometimes things sell out when I'm talking about other things. So we'll put up those diamond earrings one more time if we still have a pair for you. And let's make this one better than $29.99. You got to see it on. It's a very important style of yellow diamond. Obviously, these are natural. Once again, I have to remind you of that because there's just so much faux out there. And let's zoom that camera back here for you so you can see more of our typical hand display here so you can really see that size. And again, if you need an off-air on that diamond bracelet, that one is luxe, isn't it? And look how easy that is to get on and off. It just could not be easier. So anyway, that's the yellow diamond we have for you. The yellow diamond is going to be even less than $29.99 or $28.88 or $27. Let's make this one easy. $27.77 for that big 2-carat 39 overall diamond weight. And then again, let us know what other requests you have before we go. I'm going to show you the last pair. This is it on the 2-carat diamond earrings. We'll make sure those get one last chance, one home. We've got one pair remaining that we can make because, again, every earring requires 10 individual huge diamonds. So we will share that with you one last time if you missed them a little earlier. We will bring those back on out. Also had a conch pearl, Tanzanite drop earrings. We had those, a couple of different Tanzanites actually to show you. So we'll give you a last look at those before we go. And then, oh, our gents unheated green, but it had green sapphire, but yellows and blues as well. So all of that, but let's get to it. We've got our diamond earrings, the hoops. I wouldn't be surprised if this caller is calling on them right now. So we may not get to see these for very long. This is the last look. Showed them earlier about 2 hours ago. There's one pair remaining. I've got the white, the yellow, or the rose because they're not even set yet. We just know what we have diamond-wise, and we know that we can make them in any gold color your heart desires. But that is for one more caller only because I have 10 more diamonds that are essentially loose. It's going to be at number 112-7427. They're all a match, so you're getting nothing but the best and brightest of white diamonds to begin with. This is our 5/8 of an inch from top to bottom. The inner diameter is a half, but when you think about how solid and hefty the gold is put together, the button release that it has, everything else, it is one of the most beautifully intense, one of the most well-crafted, not just in earrings, but to be honest, overall, everything we've done, this is one of the most important styles we've ever created from a standpoint of quality, from a standpoint of manufacturing. I showed you that even when they open, they have a resistant hinge. So the bottom is hinged, but it opens up as wide or as little as you want it to make it comfortable to put it on. It also is going to be, they're 20 points each at minimum. They're 1/5 of a carat each. 10 per earring, 5 per earring, 10 per pair. And there's one pair left. And you will live in these earrings. If you caught glimpses of me wearing them, they were in the second piercing most of the evening here, yes.
Is the tennis bracelet on your left hand personalized?
No, it's here available as well. It's a 520 tennis bracelet. I can give you a great price on it right now, Jason, if they want to take it off my hands or off my wrist, literally. We can do that, yeah. We can show it to you next. Actually, it would look really, really divine with these earrings because the diamonds are big. Actually, it's about the same size. Let me put it this way. The tennis bracelet has 15-point diamonds. The earrings have bigger stones than the tennis bracelet. How about that? There are 15 pointers in the bracelet, 20 pointers in the earring. Let's get the last pair of earrings gone. They are $19.99 for the 2 carats of the jumbo diamonds. 20 points minimum each in a beautiful style you can wear every single day. I hope you will consider wearing them every day. There's sometimes, you know, if you just have one good pair, those are the ones that even if that's not the intention, you know that we have pieces that become favorites. whether it's because we feel our best in them, we get a lot of compliments when we wear them. We get glimpses of ourselves in the mirror, and no matter what, they always just make you feel good and look good. And there's something about wearing VS diamonds of that size that not everyone gets to do. Most of the time it's an engagement ring, and it's one single stone of that size in an engagement ring. That's the average size of an engagement ring thereabouts, and here's what they look like on, just to show you what they're all about from a distance away. And I do have one on in the primary and one on in the second, just to see how they stack up. If you want to do that, you may. So again, it's the same earring. One just sits higher because the piercing is higher. That's $19.99 per pair. I'm showing you the yellow gold here. That is not the white gold, which I think is amazing, because obviously you see still nothing but these bright white diamonds that are making that curve, because that's the beauty of having the 5 stones. They look like they keep on going. They look like they wrap around. They look like they go all through the back of the earring as well, but it keeps the diamonds right up front, and look at how beautiful they are. Big, substantial, sizable diamonds, and again, button release in the back. So you're not just pulling them apart, you're pressing that button. It opens the inner lock in the lock and the post, and that's easy, and that means you will have them be perfect forever. Take a look at them again up close. That's the white gold there, yes. The which one? Crystal opal. Thank you so much. All right, so we already have a lot of pieces from earlier that are now being sold. So this is when everyone's making their decisions from the evening, telling us what they want to have in their collection. Before we go, Andy, let me know if you're taking the last pair of hoops, because we may be sold out if that's the case. Only $19.99. Let's give it a final call. Now, Jason, did they want to see more details on the bracelet? All right, so we're going to bring out the 520 diamond tennis bracelet and bring it on out for you in a lot of gold. And that's going to be item number 111-1605. Coming up next, call me on the earrings. They are here. But again, a lot of delay to the broadcast here tonight. So that means that as we move on, they will likely be selling out. So make sure you get those. And I love them in the white gold. I say if you can't decide, always best to just default to the white gold in our beautiful diamond pieces. Okay, here's the bracelet. Well, I've been excited about this one. Obviously, if I feel like I want to try it on and show you that way, it's obviously near and dear to my heart. This one is always one that I'm going to start with it on the wrist here, because it's always one that does, it's so big it doesn't sit well on the wheel, because it tends to fall forward on those large baskets. Here's what it looks like all on its own. Let me move that aside for a minute so you can really see the size of this tennis bracelet. It's our largest one we have currently in stock. It's a 520 total weight, but as any tennis bracelet goes, it's going to be one side to the other. Nothing but diamonds, all the same size of diamond going one side to the other. And then of course it'll have that insert closure. Now I do have an exact carat weight. Well, it's not exact, but I have at least 15 points on each. And you have the double figure 8, so you'll see how that's going to work. When it's clasped, it's actually a continuous look. And the only way you know where your closure is because you're going to see those double figure 8 safeties that make it so secure. Let's go up close and take a look at it here, and then note those diamonds, how big and luscious every one of them is. It's item number 111-1605, and it's going to be that white, yellow, or rose gold option that you still have. And then this is the large carat weight, not just overall, but also individually. And they're going to be in the 7-inch. There are 34 stones, because that's always going to be the question, is yes, but I see the carat weight in total, but how big are the individual stones? Well, it's 520, 34 stones. It means they're at least 15 points, and typically more than that per diamond, all set in our beautiful baskets of, we do a tennis bracelet basket that's pretty consistent throughout our different carat weights, and that is going to be this really big, it's not a bezel, it's a nice sturdy 4-prong style with a more substantial basket underneath. So instead of being real tinny, where it looks like at any moment one little prong could go flying and then you could lose a diamond, no, that's not going to happen. I call these the fortresses of gold, because it's very substantial from all the angles. You see here from the sides how substantial each one is set. That is not what most diamond tennis bracelets look like. But that's to ensure that these diamonds, they're important, they're larger. So we want to make sure every single one of them is secure, is set so that, yes, that actually has a similar effect visually to the bezels, because by having that more pronounced platform underneath it, it gives it more of a look as if they are bezel set. So make sure diamonds look bigger. We got a heck of a value here. It's $99.99, should be. I'll make it an end of the show special. We have 10 minutes left, and we're going to do some recaps. So this bracelet is now going to be, and I will give you the blowout of all blowouts. Keep in mind, gold reached nearly $3,200 an ounce today. Okay, so now we understand that. Let's consider here, this is a full 7-inch bracelet with what you saw there are those really nice hefty baskets throughout. Oh, we're going to make this real easy. Best case scenario, and remember they're still VS diamonds. I have to make sure you know that because tennis bracelets rarely are. Please feel free to shop it, comparison shop, ask those questions, call those jewelers in the morning. Pick this up tonight because we have one. And I can change the gold. I'm willing to take all those diamonds out individually and put them in yellow or rose. But this is the only one we have of this 520 size. And you don't want to miss it because this value, oh, never, 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 never could we make it at this price. So we're just taking what's here, taking what's made, and truly blowing it out. And somehow, some way, for the piece you're going to wear every day because that's what you do with a tennis bracelet. I mean, it's earned this title as tennis bracelet because, my goodness, Chris Everett wore it on the tennis court. The match had to stop. We know the story, right? She lost her bracelet momentarily, didn't know where it was. The match had to stop because she had to find her bracelet because it was so highly valued. It became known as the tennis bracelet ever since. The idea that you get these diamonds, you really, truly wear it every day. That's the concept. That's the idea. That's the goal. And we're going to make it better than even $5,999. That's basically saying $1,000 a carat for big old diamonds. And what would that be? $800 for the gold, for the labor, for all the workmanship that goes into it? Never. You think you're buying a solid gold bracelet for $800 today? Do you think you get big 15-point plus diamonds for $1,000 a carat when they're VS quality and white and bright? We're at $59.99. Please promise me this. When you pick up this bracelet, when you call and place your order tonight, do me a favor and tomorrow do a little research. Obviously, we're down to 8 minutes left in the broadcast. I would say do the research now and come back to me, but then you're going to be disappointed to hear it's already sold. So I don't want you to miss out because you were doing your research. But tomorrow you can do the research on, just type in 5 carat 5 CTTW diamond tennis bracelet. Make sure they're not lab grown. And regardless of quality on those diamonds, because most are going to be I2s, I3s, not even SI, we're going VS. VS quality, bright white stones, and you know what? We're not even asking for $59.99. This is the one to get. And talk about a piece to treat yourself or someone you love. It's going to be $4,999. That's the big finale of the show. And you know what? There's one. The next time around we see tennis bracelets could be never because, well, can you imagine what the price would be these days on gold and diamonds like that? It's $49.99. There's no way we don't all see the value. And I get it, not everybody needs one because a lot of people start their collections with bracelets. You might already have one. Let me also remind you, if you have one that you're going, well, I'm not sure mine's that quality, you can always stack them up and layer them up, wear multiples at a time, build that arm candy stack if you want to. But that is something for $49.99 really cannot be topped. Not at all. So a big value, one caller. Let's give it 60 seconds. We're going to do some recaps here. We've got a few pieces that need homes before we go, and that's in 7 minutes. Actually, we're going to see you tomorrow night, same time, same place, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, and 10 p.m. Eastern. We see you tomorrow night and Friday night as well. So make sure you remember to be with me tomorrow as well. We've got a lineup you will not want to miss. Plus, we have a couple recaps to do before we go. I also want to remind you, this bracelet, there is no better value than that. That is grand finale. You've heard of save the best for last. That is definitely taking that notion and really bringing it to life here with 35 seconds remaining on that one. We've got some rings to recap for you that have to go before we run out of time with our now 6 minutes remaining. And that is the way to get your tennis bracelet for $49.99. And again, what do you expect? What do we spend on time and tennis bracelets that are not lab grown? These are natural from the earth diamonds. They're all VS quality or better. They're all beautiful, near colorless or better. But again, do you see any yellows or browns to those stones? Because those are the diamonds you're getting. So no yellow, no browns, no body colored to your diamonds whatsoever. And for $49.99, it's a bracelet in solid gold. And we're still doing your choice of gold color too. So that's a fantastic way to shop. And then we've got our rings to recap here. I'm going to start with, well, this may have been the value of the night, and I think it's still here. That is a Paraiba tourmaline in a blue-green. We have a Paraiba from Brazil that's actually in quartz. This is our most affordable version of Paraiba and our most affordable version of the Brazilian Paraiba crystals in quartz. I have 2 Tanzanites. So far, 2 rare tourmalines, 2 Tanzanites. I've got a round and a cushion. And then we have one more to show you, which is our unbelievable conch pearl, which is so affordable. These incredible ideas here are very, very special indeed. And you know what I'm going to do is just put our Tanzanites to the side. We'll back to back our tourmalines here. The Tanzanites, we've got values all the way up and down here. You let me know if you want the tennis bracelet, because we are verifying on that one. And then I'll get the conch pearl up here as well. But if you'd like any one of these four, everything up here on our wheel is under, I still can't believe this, it's all under $2,500. Actually, it's $23.99 or less. The most pricey of the pieces is actually the 4-carat 40 Tanzanite on the right. That's $23.99. If you want to go down from there, we go to, well, we had these up for auction actually. You know what? Up for auction, up for auction. I didn't get opens on either of these. We had a $1,000 open. We had an $1,800 open. Tell me something. What would you like to do? Could we start a quick auction and make it happen? We have 4 minutes left. So you let me know which of these four you like, or better yet, just do it for $9.99, because it's the end of the show. We're there. We'll do it for $9.99. We'll do this for $17.99. If you'd like to get the Tanzanite over here, the 440, looking even bigger, that one's going to be $23.99. And then this is the Brazilian Paraiba crystals within the quartz gem. That is our most affordable we've had of all, and that one's only $13.99. And then yes, this conch pearl, this is a really beautiful conch pearl, great color there. That one's actually going to be down to $16.99 if you'd like our conch pearl. Reminder to join me tomorrow, same time, same place. We go from 5 to 8 tomorrow as well. Our big Thursday night together, it's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you join us for that, as well as Friday night too. So again, if you're on the go, you can join us online. We're here broadcasting on television and online. So however you're able to watch us, we invite you to join in the fun and bring you some big values, and of course anything you'd like to see there. Also, if you would have questions about anything else you saw, like the tennis bracelet or the men's green sapphire, this is the unheated 2-carat 23 sapphire. It's got blues, it's got goldens, it's the blues, the yellows, and the greens together in the emerald cut. That is still here for $34.99 on a sapphire. All natural, all unheated, emerald cut for a gentleman's style. So very important there. 2.5 minutes left. Do call me on the tennis bracelet. Those big Tanzanite earrings are here as well. If you'd like to get them, I thought this was a cool ring. Brought it out by request. Again, still available. This is an 18-karat gold wide band ring, almost a web design, and that's going to be $9.99 in 18-karat solid white gold. So we got some cool options here for you. You let me know what you like. We'll help you out. We're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air as well to help you own anything you're thinking about. And then don't forget, we even had Paraiba earrings earlier. The Paraiba earrings were under $1,000. For blue-green Paraibas in earrings, also had this gorgeous designer pendant. This was only $19.99. What a beautiful pendant. Wear 2 ways, up or down, north to south, either direction. There's our free-form Boulder opal with the emeralds and the other crystal opals and the diamonds in the leaf-like pattern. That is $19.99. Let me show it on the hand here. That is still a little bit wild to me, that for under $2,000, that gorgeous designer piece is still here. You can wear this side up or this side up. It's got bails on either direction, so I love it this way for some reason. I don't know. It's up to you. But that's $19.99 for that designer piece. That way it looks like a leaf on a flame. I just love it. And that's got textured gold, satin finishing, all done in 18 karat, by the way. That is $19.99. Yes. Yeah, the big drops, sure. We can flash them if we have time. A minute left in the show. Here are the Tanzanite drop earrings. Hang in there just a moment. I will pop them on the hand shot here for you. And they were, Tim, they were item number 7864. Emerald cut stones. They were the 17 karat 35s. There they are, the Tanzanite drops. They do have a carat 20 in the diamond weight as well with those very fancy cut diamonds, and that was item number 7864, and they are only $79.99. Got them down to about $460 a carat for those 2 incredibly matched emerald cut stones. And we have about a minute left or so. So again, that's $79.99 if you like those drop earrings. They were 1 5/8 inch, top to bottom, beautiful in the yellow. They stay in the yellow gold actually, which is such a great combo. It's richness, rich with rich. You got them both there, and you don't have to be rich to own them. $79.99, incredible value for Tanzanites of those sizes. So again, signing off tonight in about 30 seconds. Thank you again for being with us today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Looking forward to it. So thank you so much. Call us and we'll be here answering your questions, helping you out. But for all of us here at TVON, we wish you a great rest of your night. I'm Lauren Blair. Good night.